Casey Scheidegger and the team from Lethbridge will fill out the field.
It's been a wild few days for Casey Scheidegger. After grabbing her spot in the Scotties field, she's undefeated in Sydney. Will the cards continue to fall in Casey's favor? On Sunday, Robin Silvernagle's first Scotties brought her a first win. With veteran Stephanie Lawton alongside in a youthful front end, Silvernagle hopes she has the right mix to go on a roll. It's wild card against Saskatchewan. The Scotties continues. Welcome back to Nova Scotia on this Monday morning. We're downtown Sydney. You'll find us on George Street at Center 200 for this year's Scotties Tournament of Hearts. Let's get you up to date from last night's action. It was draw 5, and the 3-time Scotties champion, Rachel Homan, looking for her 4th Scotties title in a battle with Nova Scotia.
Well, this is early in the game. It is the 4th end, but has an opportunity for 3 if she is able to navigate a port. And she makes that 3. Lots of game left, but that really set the tone, and Jill Brothers was scrambling from there on in.
6-3 her final score, and for Rachel Homan, a chance to win her 4th Scotties title before turning 30 years of age. Meantime, Northern Ontario, Alberta last night, it's been a tough start for Krista McCarville.
Well, Krista would have walked out of the building last night hating yellow back-to-back, and she faced 4 and had to make some big draws. This is the first one. Needs full 4 and needs it to stop.
This was a rematch, Kathy, of the 2016 Scotties final, and Alberta won that game, and Chelsea Carey wins this one as well. 7-6, your final score. So, other scores, Manitoba, Tracy Fleury, her first win, 7-3 over Quebec. BC, still undefeated, a 10-1 victory over Nunavut. And a reminder, you want to make that championship pool of 8. So in Pool A and Pool B, the key is being top 4 and moving on. Coming inside the building, as always, glad you're watching our coverage here on TSN. Brian Mudryk, joined by 3-time Scotties champ Kathy Gauthier. And there is pressure in many ways when it comes to this championship. How about Casey Scheidegger? Had to travel 5,000 kilometers east, not even knowing if she'd make the field. She won the playing game on Friday night, and she is here. And for Robin Silvernagle, there's also pressure in a different way, her first ever Scotties. And I guess it comes down to how you deal with that pressure.
Well, it's interesting, and both teams have dealt with it in the same way. When you look at the skips with that adversity that you talked about coming in, they are very, very similar. After 2 games, only 1 percentage point separates the two. But look at what happened in those game 1s. As a Scotties rookie, as someone who's playing hard and dealing with the emotions of finally winning into the Scotties. But then when they settled in, some great numbers in their second game, and that is what we expect today.
Now, this is the 5th Scotties appearance for Stephanie Lawton, the Saskatchewan 3rd. As a skip here before, she's made the playoffs each and every time. What does she mean to this team?
Well, she means a lot. You saw the numbers and what she did for Robin Silvernagle in her second game. You will not hear a lot out of Stephanie unless she is asked. She is trying to be the 3rd that she wanted a 3rd to be for her.
And Saskatchewan looking for their first Scotties title since 2011. Last year, Team Wildcard made it to the Scotties final. Can Casey Scheidegger do it this year? First rock next from Nova Scotia.
We're super jacked.
Are you ready for more?
We still have the Alberta crest on our wildcard jackets, so that's also exciting for us, and we're really excited to be the wildcard team.
Line's good, all you. Right on the button. Line's great.
Play well and just play our game, not get too caught up in everything that's happening, take it all in, but still just go out on the ice and perform like we need to.
Are you ready for more?
The 2019 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by Sponge Towels Paper Towel. Nothing absorbs like it. The 2019 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of curling Canada, by Home Hardware, Here's How, and by New Holland, #TogetherBlue.
It is day 3 of our Scotties coverage here on TSN. Team Wildcard, Team Saskatchewan, our feature. It's time to meet the teams, brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how. And we begin with Team Wildcard out of Alberta and the Lethbridge Curling Club. Your skip is Casey Scheidegger. Third, Carrie-Ann McTaggart. Second is Jessie Hyen. And lead, Christy Moore. Team Saskatchewan out of the Two Rivers Curling Club in North Battleford. Your skip is Robin Silvernagle. Your third, Stephanie Lawton. Your second, Jessie Hunkin. And at lead, Kara Teveno. It is the second Scotties appearance for Casey Scheidegger. 7-4 record last year in Penticton, BC. Your rock colors, wildcard red, Saskatchewan yellow this morning. And it was Team Saskatchewan winning that draw to the button. So Saskatchewan and Robin Silvernagle with hammer this morning. And to start us off, it is the lead, Christy Moore for Team Wildcard.
Line's good. Line is good. It looks pretty good. Easy. You have room. There it goes, Care. Line's good. Line's really good. Going pretty hard. Good, Chris.
Let's go.
You should be good.
Yep.
We talked about the challenge of the first game for both of these teams. For sure, the emotional roller coaster larger for Team Scheidegger. Not only the travel issues that they experienced to get here, but that pressure after you lose out of your province, knowing that you have that backdoor opportunity to get into the Scotties, but it is a one-game match, and then to come from the high of that and try to settle in. You don't just take a day to get over that. They have a sports psychologist. They would have worked with her to deal with that, but that's all great words and music, but actually dealing with it and now settling yourself in for a long week, that's a different story.
And this lady, Kathy, one of the more experienced players on the team in Christy Moore, who is making her 4th Scotties appearance. She skipped Alberta on her own back in 2013 in Kingston. Back in the day, played with Heather Nedowin as well, and an alternate for our friend Cheryl Bernard at the Vancouver Olympics, winning that silver medal. So a lot of experience to draw on from Christy.
And a really good utility player. You just talked about the different positions that she played. So whether you need that support as an alternate, whether, you know, she's got that skipping experience. Now, she's not going to go back and forth down the ice with Casey on that, but she really sees the game from all angles.
Hard. Do it.
10-5.
And you mentioned experience. How about the lady on the right, Stephanie Lawton, who is getting some sweeping experience after being a skip for many years here, and an impressive record, above 500 every time as a skip. Now her 5th appearance, this time obviously as a 3rd, but someone that Robin Silvernagle can rely on, and has. In talking with Robin yesterday, she says, there's times I'm on the ice and I wonder how I'm feeling, emotions I'm going through, and it seems that Stephanie says the exact thing that maybe Stephanie wanted to hear when she skipped back in the day.
Yeah.
Whoa. Care. Watch the roll. Little bit.
And Stephanie is also loving playing that 3rd position. She said at the end of last year's Scotties was so disappointed and thought, I either need to rally a team around me and make a really good run for it, or just step away from the game altogether. And then the phone rang.
And then what happened?
She picked it up.
Little song. 10-5.
It was Robin who made the call and then approached Stephanie, and the rest is history. And as Robin says, they've had great chemistry. As we check out the keys to the game this morning, Kathy.
We talked about Christy earlier in watching Christy Moore. Her comfort has not been where she wants it to be with draw weight. Needs to find that to set the ends up and to force the draw game. Silvernagle, Saskatchewan, those are 2 words that are synonymous with loving the hit game. Force that draw, make them play shots that they particularly don't want to play, and that's a great way to get ahead.
And Casey's longtime teammate, her sister, Jessie Hyen, second stones for Team Wildcard.
Well, for Team Saskatchewan, looking at your opponent this morning, it is the setup of the ends that is going to make a huge difference. Saskatchewan's front end, 13th and 15th amongst all shooters, need to get the team better and win that Jesse battle. Jesse Hyen, the top third right now. Jesse Hunkin, 13th. That's a big swing and could be the difference in the game.
Keys to the game brought to you by Scotties, Canada's #1 tissue.
Yep, 11. Yep, yep. There's 11 too. Good. I think we gotta be on the
It's interesting, Kathy, in talking to a lot of the players after the games. Very early sample size, obviously, our second morning draw here, and third day overall, not counting that wild card play-in game. And the one thing they've all said is that the ice conditions seem to change each and every draw, and I guess it's getting on top of that throughout the week, and even the ice makers. I mean, everyone's getting accustomed to things here in Sydney, Nova Scotia.
Well, and you've always got the humidity factor. It poured on opening day. So for Dave Merklinger and his crew had their hands full as the event starts. And day one is always a bit of a, you know, where do we want to be? And it settles in. The ice was fantastic yesterday at all three draws. I expect that it will be today. There are definitely tendencies from side to side, but the players are smart. They can pick that up. They have the opportunity to practice for 10 minutes on the sheet that they will play the following day at the conclusion of the night before. So you have opportunities to learn this ice if you choose to take them.
Whoa! No. Whoa! Just a little bit. No. Good. Good. 10-5. Nice weight. 4-6. Okay. Was I 10-5?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's definitely a little concerned about rolling out. A rollout would give Team Wildcard the opportunity to utilize that center guard, but she stuck around. And so looking for the roll from Carrie Ann.
Hard.
How does that curl?
Well,
Just the
objective one, hit the rock.
Good. Okay. That's okay.
Maybe a little fresh that far out?
Yeah, I guess so. Sorry.
No, that's okay. It's okay. Clean. Yep. Clean. Clean is good. Good. There you go. Nice throw.
Yeah,
Right
right
here.
Okay. This might be a bit sketchy in that. I find that middle 8
Yeah.
part's a bit weird.
Okay.
Well, Saskatchewan obviously wanting to keep it clean.
Just a little, I guess a little more than Jess, so it just stayed a hair straighter. What I called for though.
I thought it was a hair strong when I let it go too. So.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah. But
Nice
ended
pass
up
on
being
this one.
Well,
okay.
Kathy, it has been an emotional few days for this
I wanted to move out
Scheidegger
a bit,
team, the wildcard
roll
team
harder.
out of the Lethbridge Curling Club, and
And she
talking
did
with
roll,
Casey
so we're not
yesterday.
thinking too high.
Her and her sister Jessie, after they won and they beat Carrie Enerson in the play-in game, you could just see the emotion pour out of them. And what she said to me yesterday is that speaks to how much this whole process has meant to this team to get back to this stage. And it's almost like 2 championships. The one to play in, you almost treat it like a provincial final, and then you're here, so you reset and you get ready now for the main event.
Mine's good.
Well, these teams play all year and hone their skills, but this is what they are playing to play in for the opportunity to win a Maple Leaf.
Really curling.
We will update you all morning long here at the Scotties in Sydney. And as we check in on Yukon and New Brunswick, great to see
It's a little more, but it's good.
Andrea Crawford back at the Scotties. Both these teams 0-2, both looking for their first win.
And Andrea has an opportunity to open with a pair. Already lying 1. Needs a bite of the 8-foot for her second point.
Line's good, not moving.
Out of the Thistle St. Andrews Curling Club in St. John. And the hand up from third Jill Babin. Nice draw weight and a good start for New Brunswick as they lead 2-0 over Yukon.
Now for Casey Scheidegger, what a great opportunity to find draw weight in a path that isn't outside in where they throw the draws to the button. She's made a point of going across the center, trying a new spot.
Good.
And a good confidence builder for Robin as well.
Yesterday, of course, Sandra Schmerler Day on TSN. I talked with Robin yesterday, and when you ask a young curler, female out of Saskatchewan, your role model, and Sandra's name usually pops up. And Robin's mom, Anita, actually won a Senior Worlds and Nationals, I was told, last year. And Anita and Robin are from Bigger, Saskatchewan, where Sandra was from, and her mom and Sandra grew up playing together in high school. So Robin tells a nice story about how Sandra, one of her idols and role models growing up.
Nice weight. Comes up a little nicer on that side, hey?
Yeah.
10-5. Really good weight. Okay, nice throw.
So a pretty clean end here in our opener. Up and down, a lot of hits.
You got it.
And one rock to come with the blank attempt from Robin Silvernagle, who said yesterday the goal is 100% coming in to make that championship round of 8 in her first appearance. Skipping Team Saskatchewan at the Scotties. And her final stone in 1 is a good one. Makes it go away for the blank. We're underway on this Monday morning here at the Scotties Tournament of Hearts from Sydney, Nova Scotia. Welcome back to Sydney, a great hockey town here as well, home to the Cape Breton Screaming Eagles of the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League. And Kathy, back in 1913, the Sydney Millionaires were a pro hockey team, and they once challenged for the Stanley Cup back in the day. So some great hockey fans. We've seen some jerseys in the crowd here.
We did. In fact, we were talking at the break. There's a Pittsburgh Penguin jersey in the crowd, and we're linking it to Marc-Andre Fleury, whose banner hangs in the roof of this building.
Used to play here for the team, 3 Stanley Cups with Pittsburgh, but we're focusing on green and orange this morning. Team Wildcard taking on Team Saskatchewan. And it was funny, Al Cameron and I with Curling Canada were having a chat as we see Marc-Andre Fleury. There is the banner in the crowd. 3 Stanley Cups with the Penguins, and then, of course, made the run with Las Vegas last year. That wearing orange, Casey said yesterday, yeah, it's cool. You know, we don't mind orange. We want to represent Alberta. Remember the last time, though, a team wore orange in this province? 2005 curling trials. A guy named Russ Howard, Brad Gushu. They had those orange jerseys on that year and went on to represent Canada.
It's amazing what can become your lucky color.
Right? The orange is back, I guess you could say, here in Sydney.
Well, a bit different tactics this end for Team Scheidegger in throwing that center guard. Saskatchewan had gone to the wings in the first end, but were prepared to go around, and some good draw weight.
Okay. Go. Yep. Try and over curl it. Christy.
When I brought up 1913 and those Sydney Millionaires, you thought I was going to talk about a Russ Howard story? Or oh, okay.
I thought you were going to ask me if I remembered somebody. I was looking at you like, buddy.
They're frozen. Might catch our yellow, but that's okay.
Yeah. You might catch it good, too.
Straight up, Jess.
Jesse Hunkin being asked to remove those 2 guards. Half a rock and both go. Even though Saskatchewan has shot lots of rocks to come, and too much clutter in that 4-foot to make Robin happy.
Jennifer Jones in her 14th Scotties appearance, looking for her 7th title all time, which would be a Scotties record, facing Suzanne Burt this morning and Prince Edward Island, and Jennifer Jones putting the heat on early.
Well, it looks like Jennifer is already lying 2. There is a 3rd stone in there, but I don't believe that it is a counter. So for Suzanne, Burt needs to find the 4-foot, the full 4-foot.
Still remember Suzanne back in the day. Her rookie season had the best round robin record. And she's back one more time in that draw. Not good enough.
It may have been a debate going into that then, just from that conversation, Brian, about whether Jennifer was lying 1 or 2. But that little tap enough to be 2.
Yeah, so 2-0. A steal for Jennifer Jones and a 2-0 lead over PEI. Scary thing too, Jennifer's team not playing great yet, but that's just them, right? You get to that championship round and they find that 7th gear and they're off.
A little soft, baby! 11-5!
Jesse Hunkin, the import, lives in Parkland County, Alberta, and actually skipped her own team a few years back at the Alberta Provincials, making an Alberta final, and played in the Canadian Juniors back in the day with Kaylin Park back in 2007. That Alberta Scotties final was in 2012. It's actually a team full of former skips actually on the Silvernagle squad.
And a little frustration from Jessie this morning, and in looking at her numbers from the first 2 games, not certainly what we expect from Jessie. A very good skip in her own right, as you had said, Brian, but sometimes the translation from skip to another position is not always that easy.
No roll. What was that? I didn't get it.
Is opportunity?
Yeah.
She didn't get it.
Huh?
She didn't time
You
it.
can just do this.
Yeah. I don't mind that.
Flat.
I don't mind
To try and push it out.
Yeah, I don't mind that either.
Well, it's short, but
Yeah. Yeah, I like this. 10-5.
Group them, anyways.
Let's go, Steph.
Robin saying yesterday, to use her words, Stephanie is a calming influence on her and this team. And remember too, Stephanie's sister Marlise is the 5th, and Robin really credited her as well with her leadership on this team. Nice hit and roll, shot stone for Team Saskatchewan with Hammer here in the 2nd.
Trying to group the stones together so that if Carrie Ann does not make a roll, that Saskatchewan's still looking at the options of either scoring 2, or if not, maybe trying to blank this end. And so for Carrie Ann, it's not only about removal, but would love to have a roll to the other side of the house and create a lot of separation. Just like that.
good sweep. Nice sweep. Like
Good shot, Karen.
Okay. Are we playing the double or the hit and roll?
Like a quarter. Probably close to half.
Yeah, it's a thin half.
For the double?
Yep.
Okay.
All right, let's go, Steph.
Let's make it like you can, girl.
Yeah.
Let's say it's a little bit thinner than half.
Well, it's almost as far as Scheidegger's team had to travel to get here, this double. Across the house country here for Stephanie Lawton.
Yeah.
And she'll bang it on the nose. And we talked earlier about her sister Marlise, and Robin saying that she's been brilliant too. She's been helping everything from food, transportation, matching the rocks at practice, filling in as coach as well, because their actual coach, Leslie McEwen, was at the Senior Alberta Provincials and won. And we'll try make that trip after beating Shannon Clybrink in the final. And remember too, I mean, for Marlise, she's been the wingman of Stephanie during that run. They won 3 Canada Cups. We mentioned the playoff runs. Unfortunately, in the Scotties, unsuccessful thus far for them. And herself alone won 2 Canadian junior titles, one on her own, one with Stephanie. So there's a ton of experience that Robin has brought with her.
Yeah, gone are the days, Brian, where you take your friend to a Scotties or a Briar, and that used to happen. You would just bring someone that made the team feel good, and you didn't worry about whether they'd have to go in or what they would do, and it was like a week of vacation Not anymore. You're looking for someone that can fit in anywhere in the order, that will look at rocks and chart things when you're not here, that will throw rocks at night and match stones for you so that you can get rest. The list is long, and for someone like Marlies, who has played at this level, knows all the kinds of things that would have been helpful.
Further out then.
It's pretty nice, eh? Just tell me when to eat, where to go, what I got to do.
Okay.
Even if that like high
To have that experience is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
but you just got over the edge.
This side might curl up a little bit more.
Yeah, we'll just, I think it'll
Yeah.
finish nice.
Yeah.
10.5.
Yeah, you
we
bet.
roll a little bit to center, that's not bad, so we have room to get
Okay.
behind that.
Yep.
When we
Yeah,
feel.
sounds good.
Right at her.
H.
Lead 10, 5.
Yep.
10, 8. 10, 8.
Yep. Good.
10, 8. Go down.
Yep. Hard.
11.
Really hard. Gotta go. Hard. Come on, Kat, go.
Oof.
Okay.
I thought that side.
No.
Like,
Just make her hit her or try and...
Updates continue. Checking in on Yukon and New Brunswick, and it looks like two for New Brunswick right now, but one stone to come. It is Nicole Baldwin out of the Whitehorse Curling Club with one to come in the second end. Looks like just the hit for a single.
Well, and she's in the good stuff, but we just saw that miss on our feature sheet. That's the new pebble, the fresh pebble that the teams don't throw on, that you see big jumps. But down this middle path, it's going to run true.
Nice shot. Great
And
shot.
nicely done for the single.
So Nicole Baldwin picks up the single point. New Brunswick leading 2-1 after two.
I'm thinking a little intricate, but I want it to be in the close to the floor. I want it to be inside the straights or the curl spots. I want it to be in the straight.
I like it. Stays the same as what you threw on the other side.
So you heard that discussion, trying to place the stones. There's curl spots and straighter spots. Trying to force Robin to maybe get into a spot like she just did, where there's a lot of movement.
Great time, girl. Line's good. Back 4. Full 8.
Back 8.
Okay, that's good. Line's
Back
really,
4.
line's great for here, guys. It's really going.
And over on sheet A, steal for
That's okay. Yeah, a little
the
bit,
Northwest
Josh.
Territories. So
Girl,
a 3-0 lead for
girl.
Carrie Galusha over
Okay.
Newfoundland and Labrador. Skipped by Kelly Sharp, and Sharp actually was Carrie's second at 3 Scotties
Let's go straight up here, Robin.
from 2005 to 2007.
About at least a foot more curl going that way. Yeah. Agreed. So just, that was 11. Yeah.
So charting out
You got it.
the ice, that's a lot.
H.
It's not that the building is sloped, but the sheets are not always perfectly flat, and there certainly is more movement to the board side. We're on the outside sheet D this morning. And that would explain why this stone also will run straighter.
It's good, it's good.
So after blank in the first, final stone here in 2, and it's a hit for 1. As Robin Silvernagle out of the Two Rivers Curling Club in North Battleford, Saskatchewan, leads after 2. Welcome back to our second morning draw at this year's Scotties Tournament of Hearts. Brian Mudrick, Kathy Gauthier with you. Glad you're joining us from across the country. Team Wildcard versus Saskatchewan, our feature. It was the hit and stick for a single for Robin Silvernagle. So here in 3, it is Team Wildcard with Hammer throwing the red stones, and as you can see at home, lead stones on the way in this one from Christy Moore.
4, 5. Line's good.
Line's good.
3. Hard then. Gotta go. Gotta go line.
Line's great.
Go. Line's really good. Go.
Hard,
Claire.
line's
Go, Claire.
great.
Get a fight. Get a fight. Get a
Go,
fight.
go,
Push,
go,
push,
go,
push,
go.
push. You got it, buddy. You got it. 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 Go, 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 go.
Right, sweet.
Oh, I think that's on. That was great brushing by both Jesse Duncan and Carrie Ann McTaggart to get that stone there, and it is perfectly buried. It's good work right out of her hand.
It is the 10th Scotties appearance for Suzanne Burt, taking on Team Canada this morning. And her final stone, and a chance to tie it up against Team Canada.
She does. She has that hit. She said last night that it is such a gift to be able to come back. Had a baby 11 months ago. And so it has really restricted the travel. They have been going to Montague to get used to ice that curls as much, and so much more comfortable in believing it's going to curl as it does.
So a nice 2 there. Her first appearance, Kathy, way back 2003. Kitchener-Waterloo. She went 10-3 out of the gate, winning a bronze medal for PEI, and back with the Scotties here in 2019.
Yeah, I gotta do out though.
You like across it or into it?
I almost think we need to go out.
Yeah, I think out. I think less. I'm thinking it'll fall back. Okay. Okay.
Now with one guard there, you might see Team Wildcard play a corner freeze, but with 2 of those stones there and with hammer, trying to make them both go away.
Yep, she's real close. Good. Atta girl. Atta girl, Jess.
Well, Brian, we talked in the beginning, and the keys is one of the key matchups today was winning the battle at the Jessie position. Jessie Hyen, well, some great numbers so far. 86 in each of her first 2 games for a +2. She is first amongst all seconds. And Jessie Hunkin is a way better player than those numbers show. Maybe it's the new position. Maybe it's the Scotties this year. But first to 13th, that's a big difference.
Jessie Hyen playing in 2 Canadian juniors back in the day, winning a silver medal in 2011, and then back in 2009, a bronze with her sister. That one was in Seminar in British Columbia with Casey.
Got across.
And that's a pretty common storyline. You look right across the sheets of ice on any given draw, and you'll find former Canadian junior players, champions.
Good guard by Jessie.
Hit it thick, I think, and just roll to there, because I don't want to lose that.
Hit it thick. And roll.
Do you just want to do the run or no? It's up to you.
I think we almost make the run if you... Huh? We almost make the run if you make this. Yep. Whoa.
Whoa. Yep. Same
Whoa.
as that.
Yes! Yes! Hard! Go, 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 go. That's good.
Yeah, a little bit betwixt and between, was looking to maybe run it back and pick it out.
Nice.
She did move it off the center line, but that stone is still a chunk buried, and for Saskatchewan, a chance to put on a better guard, half tucked, so that there won't be a run back.
I think that takes some getting used to. You got that Jumbotron, you take a peek up. Oh, there I am in the hack holding the broom down.
Now, that is one of the biggest things that you deal with here. Your peripheral vision cannot escape this Jumbotron that's in the middle of the building, and you see green, you know you're wearing green, and all of a sudden your face is huge.
Still out. Still out. Still out. Go then. Hard. 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 Good.
Good. Nice.
16.5. Good judge.
Pretty good spot.
Didn't quite tuck enough for Stephanie. So there is the run back still.
Whoa. 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 Oh, just a little. Okay, that's fine.
Okay. She wants the same spot?
Yeah. Same spot's really good. Same throw here.
Okay, let's go.
So trying to replace the guard, and if she can curl just about a quarter of an inch more, it makes that run back a little bit more difficult.
Whoa.
good, that's good. Good, good.
Good girl.
Good
Real good.
Good. Yeah, thanks.
You guys like this?
It's up to you.
Nice shot.
Thanks.
Wanted to leave it a little higher, so she played it trying to jam.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect.
Oh, good.
Nice.
Good call.
So time to wrap one in here, Kathy.
It is a combination of that guard being higher and you run it back. If you miss the pick out, you may run it onto your own.
Thinking to run. Was that a thought?
Or not.
We can go around on Casey's first. Yeah, I like that.
Sure. Do you like it though? What? Do you like it? It's just a thought.
Whatever you like better. My gut was this, but whatever you like.
I just like leaving you a shot.
I think for Casey, feeling that that stone is in the 8-foot, it's not in the 4-foot, and thinking that if Carrie Ann was able to get around, it's a good opportunity for 2. And this is a tough run, and there is risk associated with it, but when your player from the hack really feels something.
Carrie Ann McTaggart, run it back, clip the yellow, and it will spin it up out of the house. So she called her shot from the other end of the ice,
And
she made it.
Biggest reasons that she listened to her.
Just doesn't look that good from that end.
The only one.
Well, I just think that, like, I know they were only top 8 coming around, and it's top 8, and I don't know. I just think that was a good opportunity to get up to ice even.
Yeah.
Because if you just go top 4,
Yeah, she's good here.
Yeah, it is.
And a good discussion. You heard, I mean, it's good to be really honest, even though Carrie Ann did make a great shot. You heard Casey feel that because the stone was 8-foot, it was a good opportunity to get around, put some pressure on Saskatchewan.
Line's good.
Got a bit right now.
Line's good. Room. Wall line.
And that guard is always going to be there for Robin to make it better.
I need it to curl first.
Back house.
Okay, yeah.
Go hard.
You gotta go hard, Jess.
Hard, Jess.
Gotta go hard.
Go as far as it goes.
Teveno and Hunkin, a big scrub and a nice job as they get that stone pretty close to buried. You're closer to behind that sheet than I am, Kathy. That sheet D this morning, way in the wings, at least from the broadcast perspective.
Yeah.
You know, it's mostly tucked.
Yeah, it is.
Throw back here.
Okay, half.
Here's a better look.
Have a quarter.
Quarter.
Do you want to try like half weight and roll there?
Yeah, I like it.
Will I kill that with half though?
I don't know, but you should sit one buried.
Okay.
If not, I think you
Guess
push
really
it to
gonna-
here and you might be able to hit it.
Yeah.
Okay, back line or
Hack, I think.
hack?
Yeah.
Great weight by
I think you
Robin. If
kill it
she's
then.
got even a half a foot more weight, it finishes really hard and tucks, and this stone is not available. But seeing a quarter, and because that guard is so long, chance to get to it, tap it sideways and roll behind the red guard on our left.
Back.
Bit firm.
Clean.
No, weight's good.
Weight's good. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Yes. Hard. Hard for the roll. Hard. Roll.
By the guard, no problem. They want that roll, get it behind that corner guard, and what a lovely shot from
That's a
Casey
peach.
Scheidegger.
That is a great curling shot.
Pistol, buddy.
Thanks, Sweep Jess. You too.
Let's swing over to sheet A, Newfoundland, Labrador, Northwest Territories. It is a 3-0 lead for Carrie Galusha. And again, applying some pressure, and final stone to come here from Kelly Sharp.
Yep.
She's trying to play the out-turn hit on the shot. Stone does need to either sit right on the nose or roll a little bit to the inside.
You're good. Nice shot.
And she hits and sticks, so Newfoundland Labrador on the board with a single, trailing 3-1. Their team out of the Remax Center and St. John's Curling Club.
Well, that was a great shot by Casey Scheidegger. Just fantastic weight, good comfort with the broom and believing that the right weight to the target is going to make the difference. Good line call by Carrie Ann. And so Saskatchewan in some trouble here without last rock.
Jesse,
Jesse's roll. Oh, easy, guys.
Wait
Weight's good.
It's right.
TLP.
I want
Jesse.
top 4 if we can.
Easy.
Let it
We're
work.
T-line.
Line's
Jesse.
good. Line's
now.
moving now.
We're T-line.
Top 4, but
We're
easy.
T-line.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Sit.
Needs to sit for shot stone, and it just hangs on.
Girl, pretty good.
But an opportunity for a pair here for Team Wildcard.
It's good.
Yeah.
Also buried. 3. Oh, is that hole there? Is the hole?
Yeah, you got a solid third.
It doesn't look like it.
Skinny half.
Do you think that's easier with like just back 12 weight? Even back 8. Yeah, I just need to move it out of the 4 foot for the 2.
Yeah?
She had a lot of room back guard.
For 3.
I like just that back 8 weight.
Okay,
You do have the in off as well if you want.
I don't like that.
Okay.
We are there for half. I think there.
Okay.
Does that look okay?
Yep.
Well, the hole they were talking about is this one up here. Can you come through?
I think just here.
Yeah.
And that is with a lot of risk. Right now, there's no question that it is the Yellowstone belonging to Saskatchewan that is shot. And so for Casey Scheidegger, you play a heavier draw. Even if you touch it at all, you get 2. But the tolerance here is to not be super heavy. You want to score 1 for sure. And a little bit of a tap is 2. But that hole is very, very small.
Final stone here in 3 for Casey Scheidegger. A chance to score the first 2 of this game.
Hard! 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 Okay, whoa, whoa, whoa.
It's so soft.
And just a little down in her weight. She'll crash on the guard. And 1 yellow it is, a steal for Team Saskatchewan and Robin Silvernagle as they lead here early in Nova Scotia. It is the Scotties on TSN. Welcome back to our Scotties coverage, and this young lady, Robin Silvernagle, in her first Scotties appearance, a 2-0 lead and a key shot.
Well, it was a really big shot, especially following up on a great stone just thrown by Casey Scheidegger to hit and roll buried. So for Robin, sits in the hack, can see neither of the stones, faces 2, and has to bury. There is no other shot. She had just thrown it, but throws the right weight, just that little bit extra. Great brushing and judgment. Leads to a steal of 1.
And that is the key shot, brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. So, Robin Silvernagle and her team out of the Twin Rivers Curling Club in North Battleford, Saskatchewan, which is close to Lloydminster, where I had my broadcasting career start about 1 million years ago, border city. I curled in the Battlefords a few times back in the day. So it is Saskatchewan, a 2-0 lead over Team Wildcard, and Casey Scheidegger with hammer here in 4, throwing the red stones.
For Casey Scheidegger and her team, will just remember to be patient and remind themselves that they had opportunities. It was a great shot made. And then Casey just underthrowing her final stone, or getting to a path down the center line that was just that little bit heavier.
Hard! Curl it! Curl it!
And for Saskatchewan, a chance to apply the pressure.
Hard! Whoa! Whoa! Good. Good.
Our updates keep rolling along here. Let's go to Sheet C now, Kathy. Prince Edward Island and Team Canada.
Well, Suzanne Burt currently lying 2. For Jennifer, can see all of this stone, looking to play quiet weight
Off, Don.
through the hole.
Keep going.
Oh, just grazed the back of that high guard. We'll go by. That's a steal of 2.
So 4-2 for PEI, and for Jennifer Jones, trying to make some history this week, not only winning her 7th Scotties title, but coming into today, Kathy, she's got 137 career wins as a skip, and the all-time leader, Colleen Jones, with 140. So you have to think Jennifer will pass the great Colleen Jones this week.
Let's go, Jess, like you can.
Jessie looking to remove that cornerstone, making sure that Team Wildcard has no place to hide.
Knows it. I don't mind hitting this one and flopping over there. Board?
I don't know.
Sorry, board? Yep. Yep, you're still in the straight here.
Am I?
Yep.
Should be okay.
Yep, Casey through here.
They talk about the straight when you get out to the wings. We've seen a miss earlier in the second end where it actually catches the curl.
Yep.
Yes.
Or Jessie wasn't sure that she was still in the straight path. So good reaffirmation from Carrie Ann so that she throws with confidence.
Good, Jess.
Good girl, very nice. Okay.
Little flop there.
10-5.
Okay,
Straight up, Steph.
Yeah.
Easy. Weight's good. Clean. Whoa, gotta curl a bit for the roll.
Curl up, Steph. Curl. Sit there. Sit.
Okay.
Little big.
Yeah, 10-1.
Well, we're not close to Saskatchewan, but a
She's
lot
Rider
of
Pride
fans
starts early, apparently.
making the trip and some waves. Yeah. That looks like you and I about 5 years ago, Kathy, in the broadcast booth.
No, there's me. Oh, bright green hair.
It's good. Really hard.
It's a beautiful part of the country that we are in, and an opportunity for family and friends to not only see a part of the country maybe they haven't been to, but to also cheer on their team.
Okay.
For Carrie Ann, did not want to roll that way, wanted to roll to the other side.
Firm?
Yeah, you guys are
Yeah, I like firm.
Had a chance to visit a few times in a row in the summertime in nearby Cabot Cliffs and Links, the Cape Breton Trail, a beautiful part of the country here. And what a great little city Sydney is. It's been fantastic so far. Right on the harbor, and just wonderful people, and we've been treated
really
way
well.
better than we deserve, I would say, so far.
I absolutely agree with that.
Watch that
Wonderful
outside
people.
one. Good. Hey, girl. Watch that.
Very nice. Now, kidding has always been Stephanie Lawton's strength.
So nice here.
Seems nice, yeah. Oh, good.
Looks like lots. It's really curly. Like,
Real slick down the middle. It's through, Casey. It's through. It's through, Casey. Okay. I'm fine. Like, your body language says otherwise.
I'm just telling her.
And tone says otherwise.
Let's go. Even a touch less.
Okay, let's go.
Just want to kind of cross that.
It's pretty nice, eh, Steph? Just a quick wave. That's kind of the beauty of it, right? You're in an intimate building, great setting here, and just a quick hi to the fans watching you.
And I also think that for Stephanie Lawton, she's been here before and knows that it is more than okay to embrace the moment as you see the Saskatchewan fans that are sitting just to the right of the sheet.
Belt light.
Line's good.
Belt light.
Line good on you.
Gotta go.
It's running nice. It's
Gotta go.
starting to go. Still running nice. Still running nice. There it goes.
D-line.
It's starting to move now. Go, go, go. 15-9.
Good, Rob.
Good sweep.
Good. This felt like a light kick.
Yeah, I thought it was like Jess.
Nice throw.
Yeah, it was just a light kick. I tried to give it a little. I was like, felt
15-9.
like.
Like that's good. Like right in the zone there.
It was literally a long road, Kathy, for this team and Casey Scheidegger getting here. Back in that Alberta playdown, they lost the A final to Chelsea Carey, then lost the B final to Kelsey Rock, lost that C qualifier, and then your last chance, the play-in game, and it all worked out for Team Scheidegger.
Good throw.
So obviously a thrill to be here, and Casey Scheidegger and her team back home in Alberta had a chance to play in Banff at the TSN Skins game. Watch though near the hack, left side of the screen, and that was a terrible sight as Scheidegger slipped and fell and hurting that right shoulder. And there you can see her trying to work it out. I talked to her yesterday about that. At the time, she thought she actually had a pretty serious injury. She was going for physio and obviously worked out the kinks and says she feels pretty much 100% now, and it's just wonderful that she was not injured any worse, because it didn't look great on the video at the initial first glance, but it's great to see she's all right.
Well, and you know, these men and women that play at this high level are living on the ice more often than not. But you know what? There's the bumpers that if you just take your eyes off what you're doing for a second, they're soft, they're easy to trip over or catch your foot on.
Real good.
And that's what she said too, right? That's such a beautiful venue in Banff. It's the one sheeter though, right? You're used to having, you know, the 4 sheets or even 5 usually, and she said that's kind of what caught her off guard, but awesome that she's okay and competing here at her second Scotties.
Casey will play for the blank. And it's interesting what you say about that, Brian. There are teams that come to the facility early or in advance of a year of a Scotties, if you're Team Canada, just to scope out the building, feel comfortable. Often at World Play, if there's no backboards, your depth perception is completely different. You're used to seeing something that stops at the end. And so things that are different, like a one-sheet curling club, can make a difference.
As Casey Scheidegger, just enough to move the rock out, so she retains hammer when we come back to Nova Scotia. Welcome back to our Scotties coverage. The 4th time Nova Scotia has hosted this championship. The first back in 1965, won by Manitoba. Then in 1977, Alberta winning. And the last time, 1992 in Halifax, and there was a young lady named Kathy Gauthier who happened to win the championship that year.
Yes.
And there's that world-class analysis that we all enjoy in the morning. That was your first, was it not? It
was my first, and it was wonderful in Halifax. You know, that was the old format when you had the opportunity to play all the teams in the field. And there was a 3-way tie between Julie Skinner-Sutton, became Julie Skinner out of BC, who was Team Canada at the time, a woman named Lisa Walker representing BC, and our team, all at 9 and 2, and they did not have skill-based. I think that maybe that year drove them to do something. And so to determine first place, they put a number 1, 2, and 3 in a stuffed Scotties. And we all reached into Scotty, pulled out a number, and unfortunately for us, we pulled out 3, which meant that we had to play the semifinal. And yeah, that was how you determined irrevocable ties in those days, and I'm so glad now that there's a better process.
Pick out of a hat better next time, right? There's no skill set for that, right? Well, one of 3 Scotties titles for you, so that's pretty cool that you did it in Nova Scotia as well.
Little soft! Hard! Whoa! Up a bit here. Whoa! Yeah! Let's go! Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Updates continue across the sheets, and over on sheet A, Newfoundland Labrador, Northwest Territories, a 3-1 advantage for Carrie Galusha, and she's line 1. It is the in-turn draw to try score a pair. Newfoundland, line 1.
It was hard to tell, Brian, with that look in the forefoot, but I do believe it is the red stone belonging to Newfoundland that is a little bit closer, and Carrie will be well short, so that will be a steal.
So there it is, a steal for Newfoundland and Labrador. Thank you, Kathy. 3-2, the Territories still leading after 4.
Trying to get by that guard.
And they do, and tap the yellow, and far enough that Team Wildcard shot stone top 8.
Very nice weight thrown by Jessie on that shot.
I don't know if you can get to nose.
You can see that Casey wasn't too worried about the Yellowstones going out. Would be really happy to have a wall set up back there, so removal becomes tougher for Saskatchewan.
What do you think?
Can you go back across? Just a hair high.
I don't hate it.
Even nose is okay.
I don't
mind the run.
Yeah, actually, it's better than flopping out and letting her the hit and roll.
Should run pretty straight on this side.
Yeah, I agree.
Kind of wait, sorry.
Feel.
And it is because of those stones at the back that they're going to play this. They're going to try to run that center stone belonging to themselves straight back. Pick out the Scheidegger stone.
Whoa.
Okay, firm.
Whoa. Close. Close. Whoa. 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 Curl.
Don't jam.
And the jam, and it will maybe just hang on for a little squeaker there.
Not quite.
So close.
Okay.
Forward.
You saw those low numbers on her draws. She has only had 1, so in fairness to Jessie, that's a little bit harsh.
Okay, it's fine.
Another update for you. It is PEI Suzanne Burt, the Redstones, Team Canada, and Jennifer Jones allowed her first steal all week in the 3rd end, and in some trouble here again in 4.
Well, on Suzanne Burt's final stone, she tried to block access to the 4-foot and is in the 12-foot, so it's not that it's a deep draw for Jennifer, but has to get through a port.
So a big sweep for the Olympic gold medalist and 6-time Scotties champ, and it rubs the Yellowstone. Can they drag it enough? Well, definitely a steal of 1.
Yeah, that one on the left for sure.
Perfect weight again.
As
That rocks
Caitlin Laws has a look.
Yeah, it's 2.
And it is 2. Wow.
Wow, 4 points in 2 ends.
That rock just curls.
Is not typical, and in fairness to Jennifer, she's right. That weight was fine if she doesn't rub, but she did.
And a tough morning for Jennifer Jones, under 30% so far, but you know she'll turn that around. 6-2, PEI leads there. In our feature, the hits and rollover for Carrie-Anne Mataggart.
We're 1.
We're 1. Okay.
Are you sure?
That might be tight. You like the draw?
Can we just draw? Yeah.
Speed should be good here.
She said that with quite a bit of confidence,
yeah, I got
but
a 15-2. I think
Yeah.
yours should top 4.
Younger eyes than mine, and they're down
and
there,
mine as
so
well.
we'll go.
for sure. But
we'll defer to her, I suppose.
At a minimum, it looks close. I don't know that she really looked at them both really hard, but she's confident that they are, and so we'll play with Stephanie Lawton around that center guard, July 2.
Shot forward. Yellow. Line only right now. Yellow. Yep, line. Kate, you're okay. Line. Wait only. Don't want to. Close.
Stephanie lives in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan.
Whoa, we're by.
Yeah, don't want to. Don't want to. Sit. Good. Good, Seth.
And it sticks around. Pretty good draw weight for shot stone.
It is very nice.
Sorry.
Really good, Seth. No,
Don't
that's
be
good.
too heavy though. Sorry, guys.
15.
Okay, just a hair too heavy.
Just a smidge, not.
Yeah, T. Back 4 at the most.
Is this normal here?
Yes, it's normal all over.
Oh gosh, that is hard to tell. It does from this angle. I don't know. And at this point, it doesn't really matter as much because that shot stone is buried. And you heard Stephanie saying just a little too deep. If it's about 8 inches higher, it's perfect. Needs to be on the corner of it to be shot.
And can they bump it enough? They cannot. It is yellow, still shot stone.
Just lost the line.
Shoot. Just lost the line.
Yeah. Try to tap again, hey?
Do you like, or do you like
coming right in there?
to there?
Tolerance is short.
I don't know. Like, is
But
that?
then does she just tap again for one?
Yeah.
We go here.
We're one. Yeah. I think
guess
we.
as long as we're on this side,
Yeah,
it'll roll in,
but the
right?
tolerance is here. Like top 8 foot is fine too, right?
Okay, so I gave you about there. I think I need
Yeah,
a little
sure,
bit
it's
more
taller.
just because I'm going to
Keep
be a
that
little
angle.
bit, yeah,
Okay.
a little bit lighter than you.
Okay. Yep. Let's go.
Always a thrill to play in your first Scotties. And Robin Silvernagle, she lost in the finals last 2 years in Saskatchewan, but this year was the year. And she had to steal in 10 to beat Sherry Anderson in the final to make it here. And talk about Sherry Anderson, we were just in Saskatchewan for the juniors in Prince Albert, where Sherry's actually on the Sports Wall of Fame there in the building, so it was cool to see her on the wall, representing her town in curling.
It was great to see her as well. We actually stayed in a house in Christopher Lake, which is about a half an hour outside of Prince Albert, where Sherry's actually from.
Split a little.
No, we're not there.
Okay. Okay.
Well short, but blocks that out turn, maybe.
You guys are just saying top 12, so I didn't think it was that bad.
Like, Max, if you give me something like that was.
Not like an 8.
It's there.
Not like that much.
She said you have an 8.
An 8.
An 8.
The angle run then?
Yeah.
So it's just 7/8 high side. Do you like just 9?
Yeah. Okay. I think it'll be real straight.
Okay.
That looks good for ice.
Yeah, just a hair high, hey?
Yeah.
So just hitting it outside of where Carrie-Anne McTaggart's broom is, onto the stone that we heard is a shot.
Well, we are in Sydney, Nova Scotia. For Casey Scheidegger, it felt like she had to get to Sydney, Australia. I mean, this was the route she had to take. Lost the A final, we mentioned this early in the broadcast, and the B final, and then couldn't get through, and then obviously had to come through in the play-in game Friday night against Carrie Anderson. And now she's team wildcard wearing the orange, and you remember Carrie made it all the way to the final last year, and you win that wildcard play-in game, you become the 3rd seed. And here she is, 5th end, down by 2 with hammer against Saskatchewan, trying that angle, run back, tap, 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 yellow goes. What a shot from Casey Scheidegger.
Good throw. Way to trust
Well,
it.
felt really comfortable with the ice in that spot. Great
Did not
call.
overthrow that either.
No,
And a great
Did
brush
not.
by Christy
No,
Moore to
hadn't tried
keep
it, but
that
was
stone
not too-
straight.
You got her up.
But for Robin, the hit and roll under put pressure back on Scheidegger and her team.
These teams, by the way, Kathy, a 1-1 career record against each other, their third meeting.
10-2.
Yo.
Kara.
Hard.
Hard, Kara.
Hard, Kara. Hard.
And Kara Teveno all she can, trying to get that extra curl. And a nose hit, so just the hit for 2 for Team Wildcard.
That's okay. Just got out a little bit.
Gives us an opportunity to check in now on New Brunswick and Yukon. Kathy, over on Sheet B.
Well, you can see the debris up front. It really makes it tough for Nicole as she sits in the hack. All she sees is a wall in front of her. And so needs to get to the full 4, but more importantly needs to get through the hole to get to the 4-foot.
So the intern draw for Nicole Baldwin out of the White Horse Curling Club.
Let it move.
As in our feature matchup, Broom is down for Casey Scheidegger.
Take a look. Take a look. Looks
Ready
like
to play the intern hit for her too.
Okay.
And a little too heavy.
And I think sometimes that happens when you see a wall. You focus so much on getting through the hole that you forget sometimes it's about that 4-foot weight.
So a steal for New Brunswick. Back to our feature matchup. Final stone on the way. Casey Scheidegger. Bang. Away it goes. And there is 2. As she's on the board on this Monday morning. We're all tied up at the Scotties.
The 2019 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by Sponge Towels Paper Towel. Nothing absorbs like it.
Welcome back to Center 200, downtown Sydney on George Street. Team Saskatchewan in a pretty good battle thus far with Team Wildcard. And it's time for After 5, Kathy.
And there's very little to choose between. If you look at the overall percentages on the team, the struggle with Team Wildcard has been a little bit the draws, and surprisingly the numbers are lower for Saskatchewan at the hits. But when you look through the order, it is about 3 to 5% difference except at skips, where Casey Scheidegger at 80 and Robin Silvernagle at 68.
After 5, brought to you by Pioneer Hybrid, serving Canadian farmers for over 70 years. A 2 on the board for Team Wildcard to tie it up as we get the Arkells to tell us what's up here at the Scotties.
The 2019 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by New Holland, #TogetherBlue, by Pioneer Hybrid, serving Canadian farmers for over 70 years, and by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures.
It's incredible to have even one player on the team with some experience, and I'm lucky enough to have 3. They're going to bring a lot of knowledge to the week, so it's a perfect situation for me.
We really only had a couple of events together, but Dana and Rochelle played together for so long, and Sarah was their 5th for a lot of that, so it was just kind of about figuring out how I fit in and how to make all the systems work. But we feel like it's coming together at the right time and that we're getting better with each event we play.
We got a great matchup this afternoon, 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time across the TSN network. Sarah Wark had a pretty good birthday yesterday.
She had a fabulous day. It went for 2-0.
So she's undefeated. Chelsea Carey, the champ in 2016, undefeated. As Vic, Cheryl, Russ, Kathy have you covered this afternoon. It's BC's first 3-0 start, by the way, since 2012. And that was Kelly Scott that year, so a great start for the Scotties rookie out of British Columbia. And speaking of rookies, there's one right there in Robin Silvernagle in a 2-2 tie. And here in 6, Robin has the hammer back, throwing the yellow stones.
Well, tied up thanks to a brilliant shot by Casey Scheidegger. Moving 3 of her own to remove the Saskatchewan stone.
Nice, Kara.
Good.
Hey, girl.
I think Kara forgot her mitt back here or something.
Well, the mitt that they're looking for is they're finding that sometimes after the 5th end break, there'll be a little bit of water in the hack from the pebbling of the slide path, and finding it just a little bit slippery, so putting a mitt into it will stop that.
Weight is more important. Just want to be above it. We're just there. Good, Chris. Good.
Whip it.
Shouldn't be able to get in there.
Yep. Just give you a couple more feet, nothing crazy.
Yeah, you don't have to give us much more.
Touch it.
Not a great morning so far for Jennifer Jones, who gave up a couple of steals so far to Suzanne Burt, and her final one in 5, and a chance though to get the draw weight going here with the intern.
Well, for Jennifer, I think that we heard at the end of that last update is that she's feeling like she's throwing good draw weight, and from what we've seen she has, but that rock that she had was over curling, so not sure whether she switched that up or is taking more ice. Needs 4 foot.
So after back-to-back steals of 2 points for a total of 4 stolen points, Jennifer rebounds and does pick up a single over Suzanne Burt. So 6-3, PEI leads there.
And a great shot by Kara Teveno to get behind that corner guard buried.
Little bit, Care. Go early. 4, 5. Hard. Line's good. Hard. Yep. Gotta go line. Really hard. Push, Care. Go. You still got it. You still got it. Go, 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 go. You have a little bit of room. Yep. Just a 4. 4, 5. 4, 5. 4, 5. 4, 5. Easy. Easy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Good, Jess.
We're shocked.
We can hit.
Yeah, I think so.
You like that?
You can hit if you like.
I like that.
Just be careful of our guard, hey?
You can try the run.
Carrie Galusha picking
roll,
up
that's fine too.
another pair
I don't even mind just
in the 5th end, so she leads 5-2 over Newfoundland Labrador as they are into their 5th end break.
Jessie playing the run.
Weight's good.
Yep.
Whoa. Weight's good.
Whoa.
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 It's close. Yep. Whoa. Roll it.
Okay.
And just misses that red stone in the house. Jessie Hunkin.
What do you have of this right now?
Half.
Half?
Good half, yeah.
Do you think you can get to nose? I think it's close. That or we come around it all. That's probably safer. Okay. Even if you sit there. Or you could come that way. Yeah.
Whatever you like, Case.
She talked about the option of tapping it up, but she cannot see that much from the hack. So if you play to tap it up and you hit it on the outside, you wind up potentially setting up a double by ticking it over and rolling your shooter. And the other option is what she's doing is you go around that stone, and even if you Christmas tree it, as coined by the great Colleen Jones of Nova Scotia many years ago, and show Team Silvernagle a piece of both of them.
Room. Little bit of room. Yep.
9
Whoa. Room.
We're actually an 8.
Okay, that's fine. Back Chris.
Yeah, go Chris. Full 8.
Full 8. Hard. That's good, Jess. Good.
Completely buried.
All right.
You want to throw 9?
9.
Or do you like 9-5 still?
I like 9.
I like it too.
Try and get that shooter off.
10, girl.
You got her. Let's nail this. Weight's good.
No.
A little stronger than last.
No. Right
Whoa.
up. Right up.
open it up, but not the angle they were looking for, obviously.
That's all right. Just a bit of a set. Okay. Weight was good.
2 is good.
So Carrie-Anne Metager to throw up the guard. And talking with Casey yesterday, I asked her, your 2 biggest takeaways from last year competing at the Scotties in Penticton. They had a 7-4 record last year, and she said right away, rest and conserving energy, and even maybe more so after having to be the wild card team, and they got to use some energy here just to get it over the line.
Wow.
And I guess they did, barely. That's a high guard.
It's not nice in the middle there. It's a really long
What do you like here?
And I guess it kind of sounds silly, Kathy, when you say it out loud. Yeah, rest and conserve energy. It's a long week, but I mean, you've done it many times. It's and there's a look.
It's a grind.
It's just in, but yeah, it is a long week, and obviously a lot of them there for the first time last year, and you just learn when to maybe grab a nap, get away from the rink, maybe shut curling down for a few hours if that's even possible when you're at an event like this.
Make it, hey? Come on.
Well, one of the biggest things is that this is the kind of event that all your family and friends come to, and they want to spend time with you when you're not on the ice, and to have the ability and the internal fortitude to say, I would love to spend time with you, but I just need to rest. Because that guard is so long, can't throw a full hit at it, but both turns available.
To the board! To the board! To the board! To the board! Yep, go hard. Just go. Go, go, go. Roll it.
Whoa. Whoa, on the roll. Okay, yep.
And the shooter will peek out the other side of that corner guard, and right now still wild card, shot stone, back 4.
I like this call, even though there is a center guard, and it is the wild card stone that is shot at the back of the 4-foot. That guard is so long that it doesn't matter where you put it in the top of the 4 or the 8-foot. It is removable with hack or bumper weight because of the finish. So you have to watch the number of yellows piling up.
Just by that guard, tap, tap. And the one yellow goes, the other one nestling up to that red stone, and now it is Saskatchewan. That is shot rock.
And it came down, too.
Holy.
Well, unfortunate, just screaming it by that guard.
Yeah.
But then hits that first one too thick, takes all the energy off, and so it has no oomph to push it over.
Yeah, it had you about 3/4. 12, yeah.
Okay.
So now the switch for Team Saskatchewan from chasing and trying to remove stones, now drawing to lie 2.
Top 4. Room.
Line's good. It's time to move.
Line's good. Bite the 4-foot.
Still just gliding.
Bite the 4-foot. Line's really good. Bite the 4-foot.
Easy.
Needs to curl a little. Whoa.
Needs to stop.
Good.
Nice shot.
Very nice weight.
Other girl, Steph.
Good judge, you guys. Good sweeping.
Yeah. I don't think that's there with this. It curls too much this way, I think.
Okay.
So I think we either play this or we play a freeze to this back
whatever you like.
I think you've got a piece on this side, but I don't think you have any. But yeah, the only thing is that Steph barely got by the guard.
What if you double these 2 out and just sit here?
I don't think we can do that.
I think you can. It's pretty.
Oh, like this?
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, and just sit here. Make her chase you. Play a little bit of weight.
Do you have all of this?
No. 3/4.
Yeah, that's the thing.
How much?
Yeah. 3/4.
I think it's there with board though. That's never in play. No, I know. I'm just worried. I'm more worried about that one. Okay.
If you like it.
Yep.
Board?
Yeah.
Here's the problem, Rock, for Casey. They talked about if you can get to that stone, you're going to roll your shooter over here.
Yeah, I think I like this better.
Yeah. There you go.
But that's going to outcount it.
Whatever you like.
Buried.
Okay.
I like this.
Okay.
I think we just play hack weight.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Carrie
we know
Ann
this is the right
Yeah.
way through mine.
Yeah.
If it's
was
hanging,
more
we'll go
concerned
for the
about
back.
playing this shot here where both of them go, and then you wind up leaving your stone here, and she said chase us. But this is in the peripheral vision of Casey Scheidegger and clearly was not super comfortable with playing those back two. If you ever just tick that yellow stone over, you open the potential for 3. And so Casey's comfort is to go after the stone that she is thinking is in her way. That long guard that we've talked about really should not be in play. Make the soft hit and roll over. And then those 2 stones are at the back of the house, feeling that on her second one she will have some sort of freeze.
Yep, back one, yep.
Skip stones here in 6. Sounds like the audible called now by Carrie Ann.
Yes, Jesse.
You heard her say back one.
Go,
So they go with the original
push,
call.
Push. That's good.
And separate the rocks a little bit. It is Saskatchewan shot stone.
Well, and a great audible by Carrie Ann, knowing that you can't wait for it to come over.
Can I wait that big? No. Your weight was good.
You can roll big.
Yeah, we need to stay in 8 foot. Even if you rolled over to here, it's okay. You've got all, though, don't you? Do you have all of this one?
Yeah, you got all.
Okay.
So I think, like that guard, I don't think is even in your way.
The yellow
Just
one?
depends, either or.
No, that one we can't come close to, but the yellow one I'm just worried about. We almost want to roll over here.
Yeah.
Or even right behind is okay.
Yeah. Which way are you thinking? Like I was thinking this way, but which way are you thinking?
Ooh, I was thinking this way.
Okay, that's why I was saying the red is you should be by, but.
I guess we could play this way and roll. Well, then that just jams. And I don't know if we did this. Throwing like a 9.5.
Oh, I see. Yeah, you could do that too.
Which way looks better? The out looks better with like a 9.5.
Okay.
Like just a little bit more
I
weight.
think it'll run fairly straight. The 9.5.
With the 9.5?
Like, because even hers ran pretty straight.
Okay.
Like, yeah, I threw that one, but it was an 11 and it moved.
Okay.
So they were always talking about the same shot, but for Robin was thinking the out turn, which is the shot that they're going to play. Stephanie was thinking in turn. The problem with the in turn is that long guard.
Yeah.
It just takes a while to start the movement off the line.
Under it. Yeah. Okay. Under our yellow. Yeah. Let's
Yeah.
bigger.
Yeah, that's fine.
Heard Robin a little concerned about that corner yellow guard, but when you're playing the hit and roll under, in theory, she should not be anywhere near that guard.
Weight's good. Yep. Whoa. Weight's good. Yeah.
Red goes, avoids the jam. Shooter rolls over, and it does not sit in time for second shot stone.
Shoot. So close.
Well, a little bit worried about that guard. They get by, but some great brushing right away by Carrie Ann to take that stone.
Could have taken a hair more, I think.
It's hard either way we jam. Well, we don't want to set up a double this way. That's the only thing.
One stone to come on sheet C in the sixth end with a 6-3 lead for Suzanne Burt and PEI. There you saw the house, so she's drawing in against a couple.
I think this is the first time that we have watched in this game, or since the first end anyways, Brian, that it has been pressure on Suzanne Burt.
Curling now. Line's nice. It's curling hard. Hey, line's good.
Suzanne stealing 4 points in 2 ends over the defending champs, and her draw weight is right on. So a single, and the lead extended back to 4 for Suzanne Burt.
right? 'Cause you got to be around it. I think it's only coming down if you're drawn straight to the pin.
Okay. So speed should be really nice.
Speed should be really close to the same to what you've been throwing.
So ignore that long red guard for Casey Scheidegger, trying to utilize actually the stone biting the top of the 4-foot as her guard to duck behind for shot.
Line's good. Line's close. Yeah, line. Yeah, line. Yeah, line.
Weight's really good.
Hard. Hard line. Hard. 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 Whoa, whoa. Let's freeze. Whoa, whoa, whoa. No bounce.
Gotta go.
Okay, Kate, just freeze. No bounce.
You're good.
So another audible.
All right.
And
That's fine.
That's fine.
a little freeze, but there is that opportunity now to draw for
in that
two
middle
for
a
Team
little.
Saskatchewan and Robin Silvernagle.
Okay. Mine would have been
I
really
think
good.
it's getting a little
It's flat,
flat.
yeah. Even mine, like they yelled 2 out of my hand.
Yeah.
She said yesterday, Kathy,
So it should be
Casey
still good speed,
Scheidegger,
like
yesterday's game was their best at reading the ice so far. And obviously that changes, could be in a game or daily. What have you made of the conditions thus far?
Well, I thought it was really telling what they said. They felt that the ice was right, that her weight was pretty close, but they're finding that the sliding path is starting to get flat. And so what that means is that it's getting softer and the rocks will pick and curl a little bit more and they won't glide as much, that the sweeping can't take it as far. So I think the reading is good. It's what the adjustment will be next in, knowing that.
Line's good. Easy.
And it looks like a pretty good adjustment here for Robin Silvernagle. The draw hangs on, back 4, and Saskatchewan answers with another 2. Silvernagle leads 4-2 after 6. Glad you're with us on this Monday morning. It is the Scotties Tournament of Hearts. Ryan Mutrick, Kathy Gauthier with you. Our feature matchup this morning is Team Wildcard, Casey Scheidegger, Team Saskatchewan, led by Robin Silvernagle. And they've traded deuces in 5 and 6, so here in 7, down by 2. It is Team Wildcard with Hammer throwing the red stones.
And some lovely shots in 5 and 6 by the skips for those points. Lovely draw by Robin on her final.
2, we're deeper than that. We're like maybe a 3. Yeah.
Are you
Coming
going to
down.
tap it?
No, it's a 2.
You might have to go, Jess. The line. The line's
Jess,
terrible.
Yep, Jess. Yep,
Yeah, hard,
Jess.
Jess.
Yeah.
Bit more,
Go,
bit
go,
more.
go.
That's pretty good.
Okay.
Oh, I keep forgetting. Shoot.
Even coming again?
Yeah.
No, I like
You don't like coming in again?
Yeah.
No.
I like the guard.
It's too good.
Make her work.
Reminder 2 this year, 5 rock rule at the Scotties.
Like you said, girl.
So an opportunity for more grounded out front.
Two and a half.
Yeah, 2.5.
Pretty tight.
Can we
Are you in?
I don't want to.
Not moving much. Where are you?
We can go
Come
around.
Whoa, we're touching ours.
No, it's not.
Whoa,
We're really tight. We're touching it.
Kara, no.
It can stop.
Freeze it.
No, it's not. Well, yeah, it is.
Whoa,
then, but-
whoa.
Ah,
Okay, that's fine.
That's fine.
still pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Goes under.
Yukon taking on New Brunswick this morning, and New Brunswick leading 4-2. Both teams looking for their first win. Final stone to come from Nicole Baldwin, and I believe she's trying a run back to remove that yellow stone and bring that red into play, back 4.
2 stones biting the 4-foot, and it is the New Brunswick stone that is shot. Needs to make the run back, make it go away, and she does. And that brings her red stone at the back into play for the single.
So nice shot, 1 on the board.
One red.
And
Feeling more comfortable out here, I think, Brian.
Absolutely. 4-3 advantage still there for Team New Brunswick. And Andrea Crawford gets the hammer back in that game.
Yeah.
Let's do her.
I think we have to come on this side now a little bit.
Yeah. Just a hair higher.
Yeah.
2 options. You can bury another stone in there, but it is pretty perfect on the hearts right now. The pressure is on Team Wildcard to move it. as they have hammer, and so another guard so that there isn't just a run back or a simple clear is the call from Saskatchewan.
Halfway. 2.5.
Just step down.
Steph's gonna have to curl.
Whoa, needs to die. 2.5. Whoa, whoa.
Split center.
Whoa, whoa.
Easy on it. Easy. Easy.
Good.
That's good.
Good.
Good. Yep, love it.
Speed. Pull.
Jesse Hyen, second stones for Team Wildcard.
No, 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 other way, other way. That's good, Jess.
Gets those yellow stones moving.
Oh, yeah. Even if you just come in.
Yep.
Full 12
Yeah,
is
full
fine.
12 is really nice.
Gets rid of
Really
both,
tight
leaves her
full 12.
shooter for the run back, and so
To it.
No.
Saskatchewan
I like
needs
it.
to go
Top,
around
yeah.
now
Top 12.
Yeah.
to take away that run back.
If anything, stay out on this side a little bit, hey?
Yeah, okay.
Speed's good.
Yeah.
So if anything, in further or shorter?
I think shorter.
Give us like a 15.5.
Okay.
Even 15-7
Yeah.
is close, yeah.
Sounds good. If you can.
Let's go.
Best record ever for Stephanie Lawton as a skip was that 9-5 record back in her home province, Moose Jaw, in 2015. And we're looking forward to going back to Moose Jaw for the Scotties next year.
Fully.
Okay, line's good. Line's good. All you.
Fighting the 8.
Line's good. Yep. Yep. That's good. Nice.
And that'll settle mostly Barrie, top 12.
But interesting line call. You heard Jesse say very close to the house, top 8, and we heard them say last end that they're finding that that sliding path is breaking down and flattening out. And the comment after it stopped that they were surprised it stopped so fast. So something to watch for the rest of this game.
Whoa!
That's good. Sorry, Per.
Good throw.
Kirian's made a couple nice run backs in this game for Team Wildcard.
That's a great player. Gets rid of one. And the higher that guard goes,
Yeah, I agree.
I like the same thing.
Yeah.
the more that you can get around it with hack weight,
That's okay. Same weight's good.
Okay.
which is why Saskatchewan is going in again with Stephanie's.
Line's good. Line's good.
Hair left, guys.
Room. Like to go.
More line, no. More line. More line.
Needs to curl.
Jess.
Gotta go soon.
Easy. Let it work a bit. Let it work. Let it work. Needs to curl a lot.
We're biting the 8. Gotta go soon.
Okay. Go. No, you don't have to.
Gotta go, Jess. Gotta
Jess,
go.
Hard, 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 hard. Okay.
That's good. We can just track a little longer.
Yeah.
A little different throw, maybe.
Little lax. About half.
Hair wider on you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't just track
Track
a little
more.
longer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you like that? Kinda,
Or do you
yeah.
want to try
Want
and
to try
stick?
and stick something?
Sure. Even if we bump them to back range. Forward weight. I like it.
So hit and roll, use the corner guard here,
Bump them
Kathy.
to back rings.
But a softer weight.
Right.
Trying to make sure that they stick around. If they're able to roll towards that corner, it's something that Saskatchewan's going to have to worry about because Wildcard has the hammer.
Weight's good. Hard, Jess. Hard, Jess.
Need to stick.
Really gotta go, Jess.
And just high and all she's got to get that curl, and
In the open. You can't go. No, I can't.
a miss there for Team Wildcard.
Okay. Shoot. And the double
Even if
is
you
like,
just come
I
kick
guess
out
it
the
is.
other side.
Yeah. Yeah, so same way
She
you're
can
thinking?
come and just tap, right?
Yeah, she can do that right
I
now.
think if we can get top 4 foot.
So Even just a little bit of a peek.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to get over buried, but we can try.
I'm well by, right?
Oh, yeah, you're well by. I gave you there, so I'm going to take just a pinch less. What do you...
I'm thinking if we even just peek it a corner over on this side, she does have this double.
So fight for 4 foot, so?
Yeah, yeah. And
we can go top 4 foot, leave her that double.
I like 4
and
foot,
then...
no. Shorter. I don't think I don't want to rub off, I don't think.
Frozen on ours, that's not the end of the world.
That's okay, I guess. But then she could get all 3 moving, right?
Right where we want to be. Yeah. Speed's
Robin Silvernagle left the house about 4 minutes ago and is waiting in the hack. I understand that for Kara just trying to figure out where she wants to take it.
Well, we've been
if we're
throwing
short, we're guarding.
I think we know this path here, right?
Do it. Yeah. Top 4.
Yeah, you got this.
15-2?
15-2, yep.
You know, I know it's Robin's first time here, Kathy. They've been a sneaky good team this year. They've won 4 of the 10 events they've entered.
Top 4!
No, there's definitely lots of ability on this team. In their first year, you can expect if they stay together, they will only get better.
Tapping a bit. Tap.
Line's okay.
Just straight freeze.
Yep. Yep.
Top 4. Yep. Fight in the 4.
Whoa.
And they are applying the heat here to Team Wildcard in 7, now 3 around the 4 foot, 1 right on the Scotties button.
That's really good.
It's a pretty good spot.
Really, really good.
Solid.
Okay.
Makes a freeze really tough, makes the double much tougher.
Over on sheet C, final stone for Jennifer Jones. And when you look at the scoreboard, I think it's just the hit and stick for a single.
She may have to actually roll a little bit, Brian. There is a stone on the outside of the 12 foot that I'm not sure if a nose will be enough. We're going to find out really quickly. Oh, yeah.
Little roll anyways, yeah, so good enough. So a single. So again, they pull it in 3, but Suzanne Burt's having a game this morning.
Pressure.
If you're just joining us, she
It's getting a bit heavier.
had deuces wild, scored 2, and then stole 2, and then stole another 2. So scored 6 points in a span of 3 ends to lead the defending champs.
Timeout. Susan O'Connor will come out to discuss.
This, at least I have 2 angles. I have 3 runs.
Okay. Okay, fair enough.
I think it's a better leave. I don't even think you have to play huge weight at it. You just got to get these out of the 4
Just
foot.
work this here.
Yeah.
I can even just try and angle that and
board
move that off
weight
the pin and the 3 over there.
Bumper.
Can you get him to touch everything?
I think so.
You got enough?
Yeah, I think so.
Skinny
I think you want to play enough. Can you do it with like at least a control?
I was thinking control in the
To
hack.
get 'em
I
all
think
moving?
Control is there.
I think it's there.
Yep.
Touch this one. This
Yeah.
one you can see this about 2/3. I
Yeah.
think. Okay.
Yep.
I like it.
Right there. Okay. Does that look okay? Think less?
I
think that looks
This
good.
will curl a little here.
This is about moving those stones. It's not about trying to hit and roll behind necessarily as much as to scatter those stones in the 4 foot. Don't really care if they go out, but right now you can see there's 0 scoring zone for the wild card team. Susan's intervention was maybe to play a little bit more weight to make sure that they scatter at least to the back of the 4 foot so that you have something on your final.
Whoa! Control.
So her first here in 7 after the timeout, Casey Scheidegger in some trouble.
Hard, Chris, hard! Hard, it's close.
Gets 2 yellows going.
That's okay.
Works.
Still got 2 ways.
Yep.
And Susan brings so much experience to this team. You saw, obviously, played with Cheryl Bernard at the Olympics, the silver in 2010.
That works.
Was an alternate for Chelsea Carey at the Women's Worlds a few years back, and 2 Scotties with Cheryl, and an alternate many times with
Peek out the other side
Chelsea
again.
Carey, and of course Scheidegger as well last year in Penticton. So always great to bring that experience to lean on as well.
And a great player as well as the kinds of information that she brings out. We saw her late last night scouting on who was throwing what, and her days are very long.
So is this the same ice, sorry? This looks like a touch more. Okay, no, that's good. Yeah, looks good.
So even though Casey did only remove one stone and didn't touch them all, the situation is better for her. Robin's going to leave her one turn or the other
Little wider.
to get in.
Close lines real good. Okay, close hot right now. Yes, we gotta go.
Wait's good.
Gotta go.
You're by. You're by.
Go for. T-line.
Just hop on.
Coming down. Coming down. No. We're rubbing. Yep. Go. Nice shot.
Got it, girl.
Really good.
Pretty good.
Really good.
Very nice.
I think
Pretty
that's
good.
all that's left.
That's
is
really good. She's left her the hearts.
That's hard.
I guess you can draw or hit and roll, Kathy.
Yeah,
Take your poison, or
Oh boy, you want to be drawing here
yeah,
for
okay,
sure.
yeah.
I mean, you know what? In theory, Brian, could you play the hit and roll? Sure, but that is all or nothing.
Yeah.
So
Kara, I think we
big
need
draw
more.
here.
Yeah.
I think just a foot more than what you threw down
so,
here is
hey?
real good.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, in the play-in game, I was watching on my phone at the airport somewhere
Yes.
in Canada, and she had to make a draw, did she not?
She had to make a great one.
So, calling on that draw weight here one more time in 7. It is the out-turn draw, and Casey
Nice, you're
Scheidegger
out
needs
tonight.
a beauty.
We got lots.
Like, do you need this?
Yeah.
Whoa.
We're through.
Whoa.
Playing
Go,
the audible,
Jess.
trying to rub
Go,
off
Jess.
that
Hard.
stone
Hard, Jess. Hard.
out on the wings to get it to the forefoot.
Hard.
Jesse Hyen, a few late scrubs. Now Christy Moore roll it in, and they cannot. So a steal of 2 for Team Saskatchewan. Robin Silvernagle continues to roll, and she's in command now of this game. Welcome back to downtown Sydney, Nova Scotia at Center 200. And Center 200 is named in honor of the 200th anniversary of the founding of Sydney. Way back in 1785, they broke ground on the building. Obviously, 200 years later, in 1985, it opened up. In 1987, hosted a Canada Games and a lot of great concerts over the years. And this year, for the very first time, the Scotties Tournament of Hearts. And our feature matchup, a great game thus far for Team Saskatchewan, a 6-2 advantage. For Robin Silvernagle, that steal certainly stands out, scoring 4 points in the last 2 ends, and she leads by 4. So here at 8, it is Team Wildcard with Hammer throwing the red stones, and as you see, a couple corners going up.
Very nice.
Now some great numbers
Yeah.
for Kara this morning, and placement of those stones. Feeling draw weight.
Room early. Half.
Yeah.
Line's good.
Yeah, you can go.
Just
Kara
half.
lives in
Hold
Prince
the line there,
Albert,
hold the line
Saskatchewan,
there.
and we mentioned
Just
earlier
half.
Jesse, the import from Alberta on this team.
Line's good. 1.5.
Throwing the second stones for Team Saskatchewan.
Just 1.
Hard, keep
Yeah.
going, keep going. Hard to center. Hard.
Here, let me in.
Hard. Hard, Kara, go. Quick.
Good.
Good.
Okay.
That works.
Trying to get that extra finish, and did.
Good sweep.
Just like the same way Christy would throw back 12.
Our updates continuing across the ice. Northwest Territories a 5-2 lead over Newfoundland and Labrador. And one to come here in 7 from Kelly Sharp out of the Remax Center and St. John's Curling Club.
And an opportunity to pull within 1 against Carrie Galusha this morning. Has an open hit for the pair.
Both teams come in 1-1 records. Needs to hold the shooter, and it will stick around. So a nice job to pull within 1 as Kelly Sharp staying alive in that game.
I think so, yeah. I think we have to.
A little tighter.
Yeah.
Feet's good.
You don't want to sleep again, or?
You can go easy on me. You're going to throw next.
Lots of guards up front, and Saskatchewan dropping the hammer here, trying to make sure that they steal 1 more in 8.
Wall line early. Wall
And for
line.
Casey Scheidegger, her paths to the forefoot are getting fewer and fewer.
Good. 2.5. Line's good. Just halfway, Rob. Line's good.
You see here. Go a little bit.
Easy.
Just half.
Close. Whoa.
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 Line.
Okay.
That's fine.
Andrea Crawford back at the Scotties. She was in Germany for a few years for work and back in Canada, back at the Scotties, and looking for her first win here in 2019. Her final stone and a chance to really break this game open.
Well, she sure does. She's got a hit for 4, Brian, in a game that has gone back and forth this morning.
And away it goes. And 4 on the board. So a great job for Andrea Crawford.
Jessie High just getting by that front. Will try to roll it behind the corner.
Good shot, Jess. Atta girl.
Got half.
Okay.
Forward, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at the seconds and something you talked about earlier in the broadcast, the Battle of the Jessies this morning.
Well, it certainly was. One of the keys for Team Silvernagle was to win that battle. And although she won't get a plus this morning, Jessie Hunkin does have that 4-point or percentage advantage. And that's more like the Jessie Hunkin we expected to see this week.
Player comparisons are brought to you by New Holland. Hashtag Together Blue.
Whoa. Whoa.
11.
Watch the roll. Watch the roll. Might go big. Go big. Go big. Yep. Hard.
And a long roll and tucking a piece behind that red corner guard.
So try to get to nose.
Yeah.
Now by that rollover, even though it's buried, Team Wildcard's not too concerned about that. They have access to the shot stone. Very low numbers for draw weight, not at all what you would expect to see from Carrie-Anna. Much better player than those numbers show.
Back 12. Woo! Yes! Hard! Woo! Yes! Back 12. Whoa. Whoa. Christy! Yes! Yes! Hard!
By the guard, now want to hold the line and move it far enough. And they'll push it back 4, but that is still the shot stone for Team Saskatchewan.
And frustration for Team Scheidegger there. Just got caught a little bit.
What?
It's funny, it seems to be the mantra this morning, just to wait off a little bit on some of those touch shots. Would you agree?
I do, and I also do very much hear them talking about the flattening out of that center line, and that could have easily been what caught them on that final throw.
Too bad. Do you want a timeout here?
No, I think it's either one or the other. Like you're either in front of it or behind it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess we're getting a
just blocked the
timeout whether
forefoot
we
off
wanted
a
it or
little
not.
bit.
They did not call the timeout. Somebody decided that they should have one.
It doesn't matter. We're probably going to
Oh, we didn't call a timeout.
How much do you have of that?
I've got a corner of it, but
This isn't
I don't like
bad.
that. I thought we were way further back than that. Yeah, I like that. It's either that or else.
I didn't. I just said, do you like a timeout? But
That's fine.
It's okay. I said I did that, so it's fine. Don't worry about it. We'll just talk about it.
So Marlies, it's funny, she doesn't know if she's coming out or not.
It's running.
Yeah, Marlies, come out.
Anyway, let's talk
Here
about
she
it.
comes.
No, but now they put the clock back on them.
Yeah.
Oh, now they've stopped.
Are we
No,
taking
it's
it or not?
running,
The
so
clock
she
is
doesn't
running.
have a timeout.
We'll just call a timeout, please. Just that.
So afraid of that, they will be able to tap the red. Yeah.
So what do you like?
I don't know.
Do you like running it then?
No.
That's,
I think this
it's
is your second one.
Or else you come right here.
What do they do
When
if
you get there.
you run it and miss? Like if you just peel it, what are they doing?
She's hitting and rolling. I guess the most we're ever giving up is 2.
Well, yeah, look at the scoreboard. We're at 4, are we?
Yeah.
I just feel like a
Can't she play
freeze.
this and
Where-
roll here?
But if we run it, our guards
Our
aren't
guards
I know.
going anywhere.
Are you just
And if
peeling
you
it?
just miss it and pick ours, then we're leaving how many guards?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about
And
here?
I don't.
I think I like that the
I
best.
do too. And if you
Right
end up
there,
here,
yeah.
that's not the end
Can
of the
I
world.
get there? That's the only question with this card.
Probably
Can I
not.
get there?
It's tough. But like I said, if you
If
come
you
here,
rub
if you
off it?
chip off, that's not
Yeah.
bad.
It's not
Yeah,
right?
these are a double, and then we have a hit and roll in.
Yeah, if you chip off, you might punch it just far enough to deal with
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I
so
don't
I'm going to
mind
be
that.
tight to that guard. I'd rather not hit the guard.
Yeah,
I'd rather
I
chip
think
off
you-
this. So.
Okay.
We don't want to just touch that one either, but if you end up just guarding, that's not the end of the world either. Or if you... Like if you chip off and push that over and we have a double guard, right?
Yeah.
Touch this or overthrow and touch it isn't bad either.
Yeah, okay.
So we're throwing T-line, right?
Hit guards. I'd rather
just
trap
going
off
for
there.
straight draw, Steph.
Yeah.
Top
Straight
button,
draw.
top button.
Well, they talked, Marlies was trying to send a very strong message. Look at the scoreboard. You're up 4 points. Do you need extra rocks in play? The problem is it's tough to peel the front off because there's so many other rocks. You're either running it into the house or running it off another. And so where they've gone back to is throwing into lie second shot or come around and corner. They know that Casey Scheidegger is going to play the raise on her stone. That is open on the outturned side, and so if they get another one in there, it makes it a lot tougher, and it might only be for one.
Line's good! Line's good! Hard! Top 8, top 12! Not even, we're just tight. Whoa. We're top 12. Whoa, leave it open.
You know, Kathy, a story worth revisiting too when you talk about Marlies Kasner. Remember back 2016? She was a part of the team that won the World Mixed Doubles Gold. And then the next year, of course, at that time, Canada was needing to get points to qualify. And then it was Reed Carruthers and Joanne Courtney. And there was pressure on them to get Canada into the Olympics. And then the rest is history with John Morris and Caitlin Laws winning that gold medal. But let's not forget that Marlies certainly did her part in helping Canada in that route.
Tolerance-wise, though, it depends what we're icing. Not going to hurt you because it really came down in the middle.
Yeah.
Now, Stephanie Lawton's well short of the intended target.
So I think I will tap it a foot more.
So a chance to tap back now to lie 2.
Through the port by the Yellowstone. They just drag it by.
Yep, right to it. That's great. Nice shot.
And frozen. They were hoping to tap the yellow, but the audible worked out not bad.
I thought I had a bigger kick. No, it was like you pulled
Great brushing for Christy Moore and Jesse High, and they just heard screaming all the way down. Didn't put their heads up. Christy just kept her head down the whole time.
Yep, right to it. That's
Calls
great.
the graze.
I think, again, they talked about the weight, Kathy, and maybe wanting a little bit more, but you still had to maneuver the ports. I mean, that was a tough shot to get in there regardless.
Or the draw, I mean. Okay, let's just do it. We'll just have to be really close to that top one.
Okay.
And for Robin, coming down on top may not give you shot anywhere top. 4-foot top of the button make it very difficult for Team Wildcard to score more than one, and you're more than fine with them doing that.
Well, the defending champs not going quietly. We know it hasn't been the sharpest morning for Team Canada, Jennifer Jones, but some pressure applied again to Suzanne Burt, facing 3 with 1 to come over on sheet C.
And it is a nose hit and it is open, but as soon as you start having a nose hit facing 3, pressure builds.
And a big scrub for PEI to get it by the red stone, avoid the jam. And where does that shooter roll? And it's Team Canada taking a page out of PEI's book with a steal of their own as they pick up 2. And Jennifer Jones and company now within 1.
A great thing. They just have that run, right, which is a great. Yeah, but we're not moving. We'll stay frozen. No, I know. Right here.
I feel like the yellow one's got to be out a little more.
I think we got to get in there. Just tap it.
Yeah, you've got about a quarter. I feel like you're going to rub off this.
Yeah.
What looks better?
Either the hit and roll or the tap, I think, hey? The tap? Or the hit and roll off of that one.
Pardon?
Or the hit and roll off of the outside one.
We can do like around the horn.
I don't know if that's there.
I don't think that's there.
Ooh, that's pretty thin.
I think I would roll.
Oh,
I'm not going to go straight up. I don't. No, but you're half a rock over. They're so close together. Whatever you think you see.
That was my gut
Okay,
first.
then let's go with that. Of the
Okay.
yellow.
Oh,
You got
no,
three
you
quarters
don't.
of the yellow. You got lots to make the hit and roll.
What do you think is a better leave?
Well, we
This
played
top?
this.
Yeah.
We know it.
Yeah.
We know it real well.
I just like this right now. I don't care. I want to leave that. Yep, sure.
And the gut instinct is really important to listen to. They looked at two
Hang on
options.
the red for a bit. Okay. Yep.
Here's one of them, is that you hit this stone and you roll in. That's one. The other one that Casey kept coming back to is playing the tap. We heard at one point Carrie Ann saying, I don't know that you'll be able to get to the nose of it. But those guards are pretty long, and the finish comes at the end, and she's only going to be tapping, you know, 1.5 feet, if you will. I'm pretty confident that she can get to the nose enough to tap it to lie to. In terms of what the ice will give her.
Broom down, yep! Yep! Whoa! Yep! Whoa! 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 Close! That's close! Close! Yep! Rate's good! Whoa!
Casey Scheidegger, her first here in 8.
Clean!
Through the port, a little tap, and in for 1 and 2 as Team Wildcard lying 2 here in 8 with Hammer.
She's got nothing on that, and that one's okay.
Good. Very nice. Good call.
Good weight.
Oh, they called back 12 at one point. That was
They
not.
called back 12 at one point?
Like they said it was good out of your hand, and then I heard it back 12, and I got scared. But it
will
was
curl
not.
a bit.
Yeah, I'm just looking to see.
Yeah, I
She does
think
have
so
that
too.
run. Like,
So, like, if we could get you here.
Block the hole, hey?
Yeah.
Right in the hole.
Even there's okay.
Just in the hole.
Yep. Her easiest shot is to play some weight and
the draw.
tap,
The
right?
draw. Yeah.
This will curl lots.
So I think, yeah. Here ideally, but here is fine.
Just as long as we're in the hole.
Not wanting to take away any opportunity for Casey to go in that same outturn path again on her final stone. We'll try to plug that hole.
A bit more to be safe.
Like here?
I think she right at her. The speed will be nice.
Okay.
Halfway.
Let's go, Rob.
Think back to the timeouts, or the non-timeout, then the timeout,
Yes.
and what Marlies said. Hey, listen, look at the scoreboard. We give up 2 here.
2.5.
Not the end of the world.
Nice. Line's good.
Hold it there. Hold it there. Hold it there, Kara.
So final stone here from Robin Silvernagle, and
Line's
as they guide that stone in, we'll check in over in Sheetby, Yukon and New Brunswick, as both these teams looking to pick up their first win, and it's been a tough morning for Team Yukon.
Well, and in some
Line's
trouble
really
here,
good.
facing 4 on her final stone, needs a draw to the full 4 foot.
Line's green.
So Nicole Baldwin,
Line's green. Go, go, go.
and it looks to be light, and is light. So
4 yellows. Good.
1, 2, 3, yeah, 4 yellows, and you have to think that should be
Good game.
handshakes.
Okay, I think we need last set.
Booyah.
And yes, it is. So
Thank you for letting us know.
the first win for Team New Brunswick. And for Andrea Crawford, the former Canadian junior champ from back in 2005, she's on the board with a victory.
There's a 4-banger
Board
in play.
weight.
Well,
A 4-banger. That back one's not going anywhere.
if we're playing the skinny though,
Okay.
I don't know.
What you're saying.
See it?
Yeah, I do, but 3's real nice.
Like it?
Whatever you like. You see a case?
We do have to move this
Yeah,
a little.
I did.
Though, so
I can't come to this. So what's the point of playing it with board weight?
Sure.
yeah.
Trying to run that long red guard in.
Kind of wait.
Peel.
Tough shot. They talked about a 4-banger being in play, meaning that you
I think we
hit
need a hair.
guard onto the red stone. It comes off the yellow and goes straight sideways, pops the other yellow out and the other yellow back. She's throwing peel. It is possible, but very, very tough.
Final stone here in 8. Casey Scheidegger has 2 in her pocket. And we'll slash that across, and 2 it will be. So Saskatchewan, a 6-4 advantage, and it will be Robin Silvernagle with hammer when we come back. Welcome back to the Scotties Tournament of Hearts. The 38th consecutive year that Kruger Products has been the title sponsor of the Scotties. As we bring you back into our feature matchup, Saskatchewan team wildcard, as Casey Scheidegger picking up 2 and 8. So here in 9, it is Team Saskatchewan and Robin Silvernagle, a 2-point lead, and Hammer throwing the yellow stones and lead stones on the way. This one from Kara Tebino.
That's good.
That's fine.
Good shot.
I love it. They're into it this morning, no doubt.
Well, it matters. Able to move that stone in the open, which was one of the objectives, but for the wild card team, will continue to utilize that guard and try to bury stones, knowing that Saskatchewan's about to go on a hitting spree.
Just for 3. A lot of room right now.
I think go though, bury it. Bury it.
Yeah, you gotta go.
Go, 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 go.
Yeah, go, 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 go,
Yep.
go, 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 go. Hard, hard, hard.
That's good.
Okay.
What a girl.
Pretty straight.
Okay, Jess, let's go, girl.
Straight up, Jess. Not huge. Yep. Yep. Yes! Hard! Whoa! 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 That's okay. Shoot her. Right out, Steph. That's fine. Good. That's good.
Close to getting both of them,
Okay, good.
but got the most important one.
That's good.
Oh, nice.
Careless. 2, 3, 2.
We're just the 2.
2. Okay, just a couple inches away from center. 2. Bite just to your broom. Bite center's good.
Go, go, go.
Line's pretty good.
Go
Claire.
for line.
Line is good. Line
Go
is
for
good.
line. Go, 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 go.
Line's good. Good.
Good.
Nice job.
Very nice.
Let's nail it.
Let's go, Jess. I think you can, bud.
Jessie again looking to peel.
A little more.
Nope.
I got more weight.
Nope.
Okay, that's fine. That's good, Jess.
As Jesse Hunkin makes it go away, and from one green sweater to another. Over on sheet C, Prince Edward Island, a 7-6 advantage right now over Team Canada. And it is Suzanne Burt looking for the blank. And an opportunity to come home with hammer, and up by 1 on the defending champs if they can roll it out, and they can.
Well, she was able to keep that end very wide open. The challenge will be to do it in 10.
By the way, this Scotties, Kathy, Jennifer Jones will pass Kim Kelly for the second most Scotties games played. And she should do that Tuesday afternoon versus Yukon. Kim Kelly, by the way, the 5th for Team Nova Scotia, but I don't think has arrived yet, still competing in seniors.
Yeah, she's playing with Colleen. Lots going on right now in Nova Scotia. The World Juniors, this Canadian Scotties, the Provincial Senior Championships.
That's good.
Line's better though. Perla. Line's better. Line's good. Just fight center.
Might have to go. We're really out here compared
Maybe
to
Continuing to throw the center guards,
Yep,
even
try to
though
get to
they
center.
do have
Just fight
shot
center.
stone
Hard. Hard.
in the
Hard,
8-foot.
that's really good. Yep.
Casey feeling that that is not going to be enough, especially how well Robin has drawn today to be able to steal here
You got it, Steph.
in the 9th end. And our best bet is to find a way to protect the 4-foot and then Barry. Barry Ann doing her job.
So where do we want?
Just, yeah,
How about
there's
now?
fine. Yeah.
Let's go. You got her.
Bigger!
No.
Whoa.
Okay, that's fine.
That's good. Good, Steph.
Whoa. Okay.
I was scared to take less ice, but everyone was just a little bit out.
I know.
I know we probably could have tightened it because you can hold it.
Just to be second shot.
Across the ice over on sheet A, another update for you. Newfoundland, Labrador, and Northwest Territories, and 2 already in there. So this is a draw for 3 for Carrie Galusha.
Kelly Sharp just missing a double attempt and left both of those yellow stones in place. So it is a chance for 3 for Carrie. Not sure if their sheet is similar to ours this morning, if that sliding path is getting a little bit slower.
Definitely positive.
Line's good.
It's the
Right on the
lightest
tee,
rock
line's
I've
good.
thrown yet.
Starting to move now.
Take a look.
Still running. It's not
So
curling
Carrie
too much.
just needs
keep
to
it
find the
bring down.
paint in our
It looks
feature.
fine, Britt.
Just
Stay
lean.
with
Casey Scheidegger gets set.
Yeah.
Good
Throwing the intern draw.
Yeah.
Still heavy. That was the lightest rock I've thrown. Still heavy.
Casey trying to get around.
Good.
So a nice end there for the Northwest Territories. As Carrie Galusha looking to improve to 2-1, leading by 4
Okay, good result.
over in sheet
This
A.
will probably watch behind you.
I don't even mind.
Very nice draw.
You like that? I do too.
Yeah. Okay, so let's make sure we get this out.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. It's probably about half.
Okay.
It's doing twofold, wanting to make sure they open up the
so there.
front
Let's go, Robin.
and access to the shot stone, but important as well to pick out that other stone that is currently second shot.
Yeah. Yeah. Half should be close. Yeah, you bet.
Let's nail it like you can, right at her.
You got it, Rob.
Just a titch more. Well, no, that's good. You guys can hold it.
Yeah.
Straight up.
You got it. H.
No.
Oh.
No.
Whoa.
No.
Right on.
Doesn't like it right out of her hand.
on.
Robin
Whoa.
Silvernagle.
Whoa. Watch. That's here. Watch.
Okay, that's
Okay,
fine.
And
that's
she'll
fine.
just push it past everything. Gets a piece though and opens it up.
Sorry. Run away and makes her draw. Even this is fine because she has this double.
She's got this too. Yeah. Sorry. Just
To it is fine.
So pretty much
Same
same
ice,
ice.
yeah.
Important.
Now for Casey Scheidegger, not going to be throwing the guard on top of the shot stone because you can see that double is there. And so planning to come into live 3 and force Robin to make a big shot.
And then if you can bring it to freeze right on nose, then let's do it.
Can she not hit and get one if we do that? Make the double?
If we're freeze?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
So we
yeah,
wanna be
but
a
we
little
can't-
higher.
I can't guard both, right? She already has the double.
We just need to make sure we're out counting yellows.
Yes.
Yeah.
Full 8.
Okay, got a bite 8. Top 4. Room. Top 4. Right to my room. Room. Christy's rock.
Tiny tap.
Whoa, then. We're
Lost.
tapping.
Well, it's like just back 4,
to
not
it.
much.
Whoa,
Trying real hard.
It's trying really hard.
Yeah.
No bump. Can't bump. Whoa, 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 no bump. No bump. Okay.
Keep the line a little bit.
Yeah.
Like you've got that to roll into.
So
right?
for now, it is
I don't know.
Team Wildcard lying 3.
You still might.
Yeah.
They're probably never hitting that, but
So we're playing this double basically, right?
pretty much, yeah. Get the roll.
Yeah.
Kind of wait 9.5.
Sure.
9.5?
Pardon? That firm. Oh,
The out turn?
Not necessarily.
that firm.
Whatever turn you
No,
know.
she said out turn.
Out turn?
Just
Not
gotta make sure
really.
you
I
roll.
play what you
That's-
know, Robin.
Yeah.
Like,
I think it'll run with
Yeah.
the
I like it.
9.5.
Yeah.
I don't know that that is a
So we
good
can
discussion
use
as your
our
skip goes to
first.
throw.
Yeah, looks
You're looking
good
for
there. I
input
like
on
that.
shot
So
selection,
9.5?
not on
Yeah.
turn.
Okay,
For
let's go,
Robin, was
Robin.
very comfortable with what she was playing. You don't want to start to put other things in the skip's head.
9.5.
Yeah.
And for Casey, you can just watch. She's done what she could with the situation. And for Robin Silvernagle, looking to play that hit and roll in to the hearts.
H.
So a key shot in the game. Final stone here in 9.
No.
Playing a double against 3. Robin Silvernagle.
Go. Hard. Hard, Kara.
Curl.
Bang it, roll it, and she cannot. And wow, a steal of 2 for Team Wildcard.
Watch Jesse.
Sorry, guys.
We are all tied up, coming home in 10. Saskatchewan will have hammer when we come back. Well, 16 teams are here, 14 member provinces and territories. You have Team Canada, you have Team Wildcard, and all vying to make that championship round of 8. And of course, the final weekend. And for Team Wildcard, a steal of 2 in 9. So Casey Scheidegger tying it up at 6. So coming home here in 10, it is Saskatchewan throwing those Yellowstones with hammer. And Robin Silvernagle will try and take home a win here on this Monday morning.
And you know what, Brian, people might wonder, would she have ever considered playing the draw on that final shot against 3? Because she's had such great draw weight, but you have to play the scoreboard and play that hit and roll that she did. It just didn't work out for her. The draw would not have been wrong, but it came with much higher risk, especially with all the talk from the opposing members on the sheet about how the center line is flattening out.
2 nice draws there from the lead, Kara Teveno.
I think we have to use these guards. You can come around there easy.
3 or 4. Okay, said.
So let's just go there, because if they rip, then we'll just double guard this.
Okay.
The entire 4-foot is still available to both teams.
Weight's really good. Okay, yep.
In case of Team Wildcard to Barrie, and in case of Saskatchewan, a way to win this game still.
Hard. Hard. 4, 5. Yep. Hard.
Yep. Okay.
It's okay.
That works.
Yep. Good. Nice weight, Jess.
You're probably sticking there.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah,
Like,
even just do this.
7/8. You did it, shouldn't it?
I don't hate the single peel.
Yeah.
You would just roll a little bit if you clip it.
Yeah.
How much space do you got? Okay.
Might touch it, but
Yeah, even if you touch it.
Gotta watch that too. It's all right. Yeah. Just even the top one's fine. Yeah.
try for 7/8
So
here.
we're throwing
In turn.
in? Okay.
Yeah. Straight up to us.
I'm going to get that granite moving in front of the house. Lots of rocks still to come.
Whoa. Close. Yeah.
Go.
Gets 2. Still leaves 1, but it's 1 less than there was.
No. They're a pretty good guard, though, still. Like, out-turn guard.
Out turn, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, where exactly? Like a 3?
3. Yep.
3 just cross center.
Same weight.
Kathy, explain to us any rhyme or reason to throwing a guard where they're going or another high corner guard. What's your strategy at this point for where you put them?
Sure, at this point you're trying to steal, and you know, you could go around now, but there's still so many rocks in play. All you need is one to win. So for Team Wildcard, we'll try to have a couple of guards so that if Saskatchewan peels the top one, they may still have one to work with. They're always going to have those 2 yellow stones in the forefoot to try to hide behind, but because they're frozen, there's going to be some drag. So where do you hide your stone? And guards are the best recourse you've got.
How much space? About a broom.
Okay, let's go.
Team Wildcard hoping for a little bit more separation between those 2 guards so that Jessie would not be able to remove both.
Bigger. Yep.
Jessie Hunkin, her turn to try to remove some granite.
Hard. Roll it, Kara. Hard, Steph.
That's great. Gets rid of both and sprays them out to the corner.
Just halfway.
Just a 2. Yeah.
You see the 2 yellow stones there obviously coming from Kara earlier in the end. With this new format, Kathy, and depending on the situation, are you seeing teams just fire stones through maybe more, or do you still like them coming into the house, into the rings?
You do, but not when it's a tie game. You want to make sure that you have those stones that are there. Certainly when you see teams that are up 2 or even 3, you do see stones going through because it is all to the advantage of your opponent. But Saskatchewan has not won this game yet. And so they are playing to win, and they're also trying to make it really tough for Team Wildcard.
Look, you can girl straight up.
Right to her.
Clean. Easy, clean.
Whoa. Clean. Good, Steph. Nice throw.
Watch that yellow.
Yeah.
Another final this morning, this time between Newfoundland Labrador and Northwest Territories, and another win for Carrie Galusha out of the Yellowknife Curling Center. So
a nice hug there between former teammates.
Kelly Sharp and Carrie Galusha. So Kelly Sharp and Newfoundland Labrador are still searching for their first win. Had a chance to chat with Carrie's coach, John Epping, who we'll see in that wild card play-in game at the Briar as well. He's very much looking forward to that opportunity.
Little thicker.
No, it's like
we're fine. We got lots of room. You got it. Right to it. Can I have a little more?
Yeah, more?
More.
It'll run real straight here, Steph. We can't hit it too thin.
No, I know, but I just...
Good.
Look good?
Just a wiggle.
5 to tee.
So let's peek in on sheet C, Prince Edward Island, Team Canada.
What would that be back for?
And there are 2 stones remaining. Suzanne Burt is up by 1.
And shot stone, they called a timeout after Jennifer had thrown the guard, and the advice for PEI was to make the draw now, and that was Suzanne Burt's first stone. She came around a long guard that you cannot see, and is shot stone. But because that guard that Jennifer threw on her first is so long, she does have this out turn, has to come through the hole and tap the shot stone sideways.
A little bit.
And just a reminder, Suzanne Burt with hammer. This is not the final stone, so Jen has to be shot rock when all is said and done here. Caitlin Laws urging on the sweepers. Needs to hold that angle, and it looks like it's going to over curl. And for Suzanne Burt, handshakes and a win. The first loss for Team Canada, and Prince Edward Island improving to 2-1 with an 8-6 victory.
Thanks for the game. Sorry,
Nice
guys.
speed. It's definitely heavier in that middle spot.
What'd you get on that?
14-2. Yeah.
And again, we're hearing that recurring message from teams that that middle spot is heavier and flattening out a little bit. We did not see that yesterday, so perhaps a new nuance today.
I do. You?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. You think the same as what I threw this way?
Yeah.
So in our feature, Team Scheidegger using another timeout as Casey settles in. So you see the situation down to skip stones here in 10 in a 6-6 tie. And from that ice, are we assuming another guard going up here, Kathy? Or is she coming in?
I think she's coming in.
That's good, Real. T-line.
Trying to duck behind those two yellow stones now.
Real, close. Real. Real. Back. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Back
Whoa. Oh.
Sorry, I should have called that.
A bit of communication issue there.
Just bounce these on the side.
Had the option to graze that corner and redirect.
So line would have been okay, do you think?
Yeah.
Well,
and then stay on that side.
Yeah,
right?
this.
Hit a corner
roll
over
off.
rock and
Yeah.
roll here.
Then you have 1, 2, 3 across the front.
And now
so with,
Saskatchewan, their final
And then
timeout.
she's hitting and rolling behind.
If
Well,
she can, then
and
you have
it's a
this
short-
this much of a
yeah.
run back, right?
Okay.
I think,
Like
yeah,
that?
We're
you
just thinking
hit it off
throwing
here
it, rolling.
and roll
So
it
that
here.
nothing's
Split all
covering
across.
it all.
So
yeah,
you're
so
like
you have
here?
access to everything.
Is
Oh,
this-
at least, yeah.
Back eight,
So
back
you
eight,
want
back
to hit
12.
about what? You want to move
Half a
them.
rock? Half
Yeah.
a rock, yeah.
Even if you come
What
and
do you
miss
want?
this one and we tick this one over,
What do you
that's
want on your
okay
last
too.
shot? Like, do you want it open or do you want? Because that could end up hitting the 5 behind tee.
We
But
could
if you
just
hit
half a rock. This one's not going to go very far. So you
What's
just,
wrong with just tapping that to here and sitting here?
Well, you just want to keep the
and then
angles
move this
open.
one over. Because what if there's still a bad angle? That's the thing.
It's still a good shot.
We just
like
want
if
to make
you're
sure that
close
this
to
is
nose,
moving.
Yeah.
If we hit half,
If you split it out over here and here, like how does she even get in? And if she does get in, you have a
she's
foot
hitting
run
and
back
rolling. She's not
anywhere,
hitting in,
right?
She's hitting and rolling. And if you do come and you hit the 5 over here, it's not the end of the world. We still have the whole 4 foot.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Well, she's coming.
okay, roll it. I think you want to play for that one. Yeah.
So roll it.
And if you curl up a little bit,
And
you're
even
close
if
to
you
nose.
edge to edge, that's not
okay.
bad.
Yeah.
But you need to make sure you're going to move them a little bit. We
So
can't
like
do T-line
back-
right. No, we need like probably back
line.
line.
Yeah, back line is good.
And the timeout officially over now for Saskatchewan.
Well, and I think that you
So I
heard
think that's
Jesse
close.
more than anybody else's skipping experience coming out.
Let's go, Robin.
Right now, these stones are locked, and so you want this stone here, you want this one to go here, and your shooter to stay here. So
Yeah, I
ideally,
think
you
that's
have,
perfect.
say, 3 in a line, so that no matter
think
where
it'll probably track here a
Casey
little bit, just a
Scheidegger
little
goes,
bit? Yeah.
there's
Stay
going to
here,
be a
just
short run. Right now, the way they stand, if she buries around, there's spots that they cannot get to.
Just maybe a smidge more.
Yeah, I like that too.
You know who he's cheering for?
Yes,
So Robin Silvernagle, her first here in 10 in a 6-6 tie, trying to eliminate that stagger of rocks.
Really hard line. To the half.
Yep.
We're nosing.
Whoa down, whoa down.
Oh, roll it off, Jess. Roll it off. Roll it off.
Okay, well,
That's pretty
that's
good.
fine.
That's fine. That's okay. That's not bad. Okay.
It's way better than
That
it was.
moved. I think I got her.
Like a run. Okay, so like board weight.
Yeah.
Do like hack or board? Whatever you see.
I think it's curling a little more.
We've been playing board.
Okay.
Playing a soft weight, hit and roll under.
Board weight.
It's okay.
What have you made of
Need a little
Robin's
less, I
game and her
think.
demeanor? Her first Scotties here, our first time getting to call Team Saskatchewan.
You know what? She's looking really comfortable, I think, Brian. I don't sense any hesitancy. She's made some really, really good draws. 2 precise ones, back to back, to put wild card in a lot of trouble a couple of ends ago.
Just board.
And this young lady in back-to-back Scotties appearances. Final stone in 10. Has to be shot rock. Needs a great hit and roll. Does Casey Scheidegger. On and off. Hit it. Flip over. And it's to the hearts. But it is still pretty much wide open. And you make that go away. And you win the game.
That's so tough. You know, you're looking at a straight path, knowing it's going to go. Don't want to miss the call, but it is open.
Time for the game story.
Well, you look back to that great shot by Casey Scheidegger to keep her game going in the 5th end, but it's been back and forth in the last couple. That steal last end really has made it an even game, but that all-important hammer, that's Team Saskatchewan, and a great game by 3rd Stephanie Lawton.
So the game story brought to you by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada.
H.
Comes down to this. Final stone in 10. Robin Silvernagle. Make that red stone go away. Nothing yet. Curl enough. It did, and away she goes in a win for Team Saskatchewan on this Monday morning. And the fans that have made that long trip to be here, they'll leave happy. As the Saskatchewan faithful cheering on Team Silvernagle. So the team out of the Twin Rivers Curling Club in North Battleford, a victory. 8-6, your final.
The 2019 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by Sponge Towels Paper Towel. Nothing absorbs like it. The 2019 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. By Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada. And by Home Hardware. Here's how.
It's all about making that championship pool of 8. Top 4 from Pool A. Top 4 from Pool B will advance. And look at Pool B right now, a logjam at 2-1. A little more separation over on Pool A. And the top 4 will make that championship final weekend. And how good is this? After a win, nothing better than celebrating with family.
Lots of family and friends coming down to see Mom and say congratulations. It's a long trip from Saskatchewan.
So congratulations for Robin Silvernagle and their team out of the Twin Rivers Curling Club. Back home, draw 7. Later on this afternoon, Sarah Wark in her rookie debut. How about 3 wins in a row?
Pretty nice.
Taking on the former champion from 2016, Chelsea Carey, both undefeated. Available across our TSN feeds this afternoon, 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time. When Vic, Russ, Cheryl, Kathy, they'll have you covered. It's been a great few days so far. We're just getting warmed up at this year's Scotties Tournament of Hearts here in Sydney, Nova Scotia. Thanks for watching our coverage. We'll see you this afternoon. It is the Scotties on TSN.